Good evening, and you're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga, right here on the Emerald Collective. My name is Dave Gibson, and I'm the creator and dungeon master for all things Sopherone. Now, I think it's a little bit down to business here. I think we all know it's episode 68 of the Sopherone Saga. Right here on the Emerald Collective. Do you know who else is 68? Well, it's David Caruso, aka Horatio from CSI fucking Miami, motherfuckers. So I'll be giving a free point of inspiration to the first player during a serious discussion to make a shitty and inappropriate pun, put on an imaginary pair of shades and walk away going, yeah! There you go. Let's move on to some collective news then, shall we? It's episode 14 of our first podcast, No Silver Linings. A Call of Cthulhu story set in 1920s Ireland by Mark Corrigan of Shunna Games is available now for our Patreon subscribers at the Jeweler tier, and episode 13 is available on all the regular platforms now, with episode 14 hitting those same platforms on Wednesday the 13th of November, which I haven't even opened yet, so I have 3 or 4 days to mix and master that. So we have a hype training coming, thanks very much guys, so I better get my fucking ass in gear on Sunday and start that. Luckily I think I have Monday and Tuesday off. What you do need to hear about is the blurb for episode 14. In the aftermath of the ambush in the long since abandoned cabin, the investigators ready themselves to plunge into the mine to where something more evil and more powerful than that of which they've encountered thus far dwells. Navigating the mine shafts come with dangers of their own, but then Benson and Ulick start to hear voices from deep inside the mines. Could there be others? Could there be others trapped down there? Or are the investigators starting to really lose their nerve? Now, did you know that we have a Patreon? Well, now you do. Head on over to patreon.com/the Emerald Collection. Not the Emerald Collective, the Emerald Collection. But look, it'll be in the chat there and you'll be grand. You'll see it in a minute. Depending on the tier you choose, every month you'll receive original battle maps, magical items, monsters to use in your games, and even bonus maps with variant versions. You'll also get access to the latest podcast episodes 2 weeks before they drop on the regular platforms. And we offer discounted rates on selected items from on Drive-Thru RPG, friends of EC Rates with our resident cartographer, It's a Map, who's right behind me there, teching away, and artist Liz Shangavi, who is formerly Zorpsart. We'll even give you a shout out on our Twitch. That sounded Canadian, didn't it? A shout out on our Twitch stream to say thanks for supporting us. And today we would like to say very thanks to On Your End for signing up to our Jeweler tier Patreon. You get a shout out today on our stream. So woot, GM Dave. Oh, thank you for the boon. Rep, we appreciate you, and great to see you in here. So look, head on to the Patreon. I'm sorry I'm a bit tired tonight. I'm only back from Washington yesterday, and the jet lag is kicking in. So I hopefully won't cause a TPK tonight, but it's very possible. Look, head on over to our Patreon and check it all out. We'll see we go. Look, when we're not streaming, and when he's not streaming with the Emerald Collective, you'll find our very own Rhino over there on twitch.tv/DRange Rhino for all kinds of mischief as he plays various games from first-person shooters to platformers. Everyone is welcome, and if you haven't already, please give this wonderful human a follow, and if you can afford it, a sub over on Twitch. And of course, we'd like to extend a big EC welcome to Rhino's Army. You're all very welcome over here if any of you are in, and if you're not, then you're welcome when you do land. Ryan, how's that streaming going? Are you still rusting away?
Well, the last few days we've actually been playing the forest because there was a new wipe yesterday.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to take a little bit of a break towards the end of the month. We had some laughs, killed some monsters.
What's the forest?
It's like a horror survival.
Oh, I like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you land on an island, you crash land on an island, and there's cannibals that are trying to eat you and kill you. So you have to survive.
Okay.
And the mutants.
Can you play the cannibals?
I wish.
That would be pretty cool. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Orion. Movember, we here at the Emerald Collective think it's important to speak about mental health in general. And where am I going? But the upcoming month of November, or Movember, if you will, specifically focuses on men's mental health. And friend of the show and Flying Orc Kean is raising money in aid of this worthy charity with his Mo Space fundraiser. What a great name. You'll see the link to this fundraiser pop up occasionally in our Twitch chat. Please donate if you can, and if you can't, simply giving it a share on your socials will really help. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I haven't shaved all November. Sorry.
Actually.
Nice. I had to move my notes to check.
Sorry,
See
there's
what you
nothing
did there.
there.
Yeah, that's all right. Now, look, let's have a quick look at what's coming up over the next 7 days in the Emerald Collective, shall we? On Tuesday, we have GM Carrick, who's up there on the right-hand side of your Zoom screen at the very top. And the party have escaped the hole with Stamma dead and the baby dragon quickly emerging from its egg. The party must think fast. Were the party successful in damaging the cult's presence, or have they just scratched the surface? Find out on episode 5, Messages from Home. Sounds like a police song. Carrick, what's going on? How's the game going? Are you enjoying it?
Going pretty good. I mean, I can't really say too much about what's going on because the Technomancer plays in that game, and spoilers. But,
she'd be watching anyway. You tell us what's going on.
Basically, I have a. I'm not going to say the title for next week is a bit misleading, but that's all I'll say. Is we're in for a bit more serious shit than has occurred so far.
Okay.
As I suppose the best way I could say it without kind of going into too much detail.
Okay. So Thursday, I think, was supposed to be Candlekeep, but unfortunately, Candlekeep has gone on a bit of a hiatus. So we've nothing on Thursday, and depending on how wrecked I am, we might try and start Sopherone Trilogy on Friday. So I'll give you the blurb with that, but we'll have to talk and see if everyone's free for that. With the war heating up and King Gregor's armies beaten back from the Vertex Crooks, the elven forces of Calaril now hold the pass between the mountains, but the King's man Valder has hired a brave band of adventurers to uncover an artifact that may turn the tide of this conflict once and for all. And I will say that what happens here in this trilogy, high-level trilogy, level 15, will directly impact what happens in this campaign that you're watching. So do please tune in for that, and we'll see how we go. Also, if you stick around until the end of the stream, we like to kick back for 15 minutes or so and discuss what happened, what it could mean for the plot, and how our players and their characters feel about what just took place. Why can't I read? I've got something in my eyes. I'm crying from the tiredness.
That 15 minutes might not happen depending on how tired.
Yeah. So it's just so hard to read anything. This is, of course, completely free, but will entirely depend on whether I have run over the stream by 3 hours and 90 minutes or not. We want you to feel as included in the story as possible and stick with us wherever it may be headed. So if you have any questions for the players, write them out in your hand, on your face, tattoo them on your body, whatever, just so you remember them. And that is that. Now, I'd like to thank Kate from It's a Map for stepping up as a Technomancer role for the Emerald Collective. Kate takes most of our streams. Bar Heirs to the Hand and Candlekeep Mysteries, which are driven by GM Craig, who double jobs on that stream while also GMing, so managing to expertly keep several plates spinning at once. A far better man than me, and we love you, Craig. And we also love you, Kate, because if you'd like to show your appreciation to our new digital demigoddess, then please scroll down the page and hit that Tip the Technomancer button and throw Kate a few gold pieces. As if she wasn't doing enough for Emerald Collective, Kate is responsible for all the amazing maps you see in the Sopherone Saga, and she's sick of me asking them for them last minute. And you can find her on all the socials on It's a Map IRE. Commissions are still closed because she's working. No,
open now.
They're open. You finished the big job.
Yep.
Okay, good.
More plugs in Sopherone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, wait, you've missed 2. You've already missed 2 that on maps that you've been near. Okay, last but not least, guys, what do those shields and numbers on your fancy Twitch overlay mean? I hear you ask. Well, you can use your channel points to bestow boons upon players and the GM. So a boon grants a 1d4 to attack rolls and ability checks, kind of like a bless spell. If you sub to our channel or gift a sub to another, you can offer inspiration to a player or the GM. Inspiration allows re-rolls of an attack roll or an ability check, but not death saves. And please remember to state in chat who you would like to receive your boon or inspiration. Now, I think it's time I shut up and we meet the players. So I'm going to start with Ryan tonight.
Hi guys, I'm Brian, aka Deranged Rhino, and tonight I am playing Mazelu Grimm, one half of the Brothers Grimm. He is a half-elf life cleric, and yeah, he's ready to just about fuck up these creatures that are possibly taking children.
Just have to unmute my mic there. It's 3 levels C. Possibly taking children. Interesting. Okay. Stephen, you're next.
Oh, well, I'm Stephen, your Paladin Pal, here on Twitch and over on the Emerald Collective Discord. And this evening I'm playing Oryxium Grimm, the full human, previously known more evil half, let's say.
Mm.
And he too is looking forward to catching up on these filthy underground creatures that seem to be kidnapping both groundsmen and children.
I see. Okay, good. Okay. That's a
I
matter
thought
of
it was temple
perspective.
dwellers and groundsmen.
They're temple guards. Yeah, that they've stolen. Anyway, let's move on to Fona. Fona, tell us who you're playing and who you are.
Hello, I'm Fona. I am cleverly disguised as an adult, and in this game, I play Scales, who is also cleverly disguised as an adult, although albeit maybe not as cleverly disguised as an adult. Scales doesn't remember why we're down here. Maybe he once knew, or maybe he never knew. But we seem to be going this way, and we're having fun and with all my friends. So yeah, Scales is here for a good time, maybe not a long time.
Oh God, I hope that's not prophetic.
Hopefully not.
But we'll see. We'll see how we get on there. Okay, thank you very much, Fona. Let's go with Carrick next.
Hey guys, I'm Carrick, stream DM here at the EC. I run Arcane Adventures in Andromeda, and you can see me as a player on a multitude of other streams at this point. I'm playing Ren, the formerly one-eared wizard, who is technically still only got one ear and a parasite growing off the side of his head, but it looks like an ear, so it does the job. Ren is down here surrounded by fire and lava, and you'd think he'd be enjoying that considering he likes to burn things, but no, this is kind of shit and he's over it. And he really doesn't want to be down here anymore. Like, you know, like, he's all for blowing up and murdering some mind players, but, like, it's so far and so deep underground, and there's a lot of rocks above his head, and he's kind of starting to get freaked out about that.
I would be too.
Oh, and also he, you know, blew up the brain of a fire giant last session, so that was pretty cool.
All right. Last but not least, we have Joe. And just before Joe starts, you can see our good friend Derek down there in the bottom right. So he will be joining us soon, whenever he can. Joe, tell us a little bit about you, what hobbies you have, a little bit about some of the possessions you have, and who you're playing.
You guys are in for a real treat. Hi, I'm Joe. I play Robert. He is a human rogue who is building a collection of beasts in a tome that he intends to sell for monetary purposes. When he's not collecting creatures for his companion, he is taking notes on his companions for a different kind of collection. And yeah, no, me, Joe, the person, enjoys rock climbing, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to me.
Motorbikes and sunglasses.
I have no idea what you're on about. I don't even have a motorcycle to ride.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that, please.
Somebody clip that.
That
That explains why all your motorbikes have Shutterstock written on the side of them.
So this morning at 2:30, they broke in and stole my motorcycle out of my yard. So
They didn't.
I actually don't have a motorcycle.
They didn't. Did they?
No, for real.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
Yeah.
You should have probably told us that off stream before we were fucking. Oh
Sorry
man,
about that.
are you insured or?
Yeah, I'm insured at least.
Okay. Hey, Morgan, thanks for jumping in,
I don't know
Firebiro.
how that'll, all
Fuck,
of that's
dude,
gonna
that's
go.
fucking
but yeah.
shit news.
It is, but you know, like, what can I do?
Yeah. What can you do? Just tell us all on stream and ruin our night. Thanks, Joe.
Now we know
I'm
we're showing off
joking.
all the new bikes.
I,
Yeah.
I was honestly, I was saving it for like if someone says, "Don't you ride a bike?" I'm like,
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
Saving
Okay.
it for the
Okay.
shock reveal.
I
That's
smell
not
an
a
insurance
Sorry,
scam.
guys.
Fuck it. Yeah. All right.
That's,
Easy
my,
girl,
Ryan,
isn't
that's
it?
my job, okay?
Let's bring it back in then. I think we'll do a quick recap before we go into episode 68 of the Sopherone Saga. Arriving into the Winter City of Artex from the small town. Oh, the music came out at a very good time there. Arriving into the Winter City of Artex from the small town of Templetown, our heroes were secure in the knowledge that they'd beaten the nefarious agent of the Crown Valor to an artifact of great power in the temple high above the town and hidden it in the astral plane. What a great idea. Excuse me. This artifact, however, had begun communicating with the party's wizard Ren, promising great power. If you'd only travel to an area high in... Hold on one second. The music is actually fucking stopped. Oh, there it is. It just takes a while to stop back in. Where were we? Yeah, this artifact had begun communicating with the party's wizard Ren, promising great power if he would only travel to an area high in the mountains above Artax and recover another artifact similar to the first, but not exactly the same. Accepting the deal, though, receiving a small amount of power as a reward. Shitty cantrip. Ren had second thoughts and a while later reneged on the deal, thus angering the entity. Meanwhile, Valder arrived in Artax with the necessary paperwork for the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, the same temple of the two party members, the Brothers Grimm, to reapply for permission in Sopherone. To reapply for permission to operate in Sopherone under the King's good grace. Surely a punishment and a show of power, and designed to put the party in the place. And it did put the party in the place. They know exactly who the boss is now. In an effort to keep them out of trouble, the temple sent them to, Berethia sent them to recover a missing shipment of adamantium that was supposedly being escorted by temple guards. On their way to the mines, however, high in the Vertex Crux, the party spied thick plumes of black smoke across the jagged peaks of the mountains that could only be coming from an utterly destroyed temple town. Surely an act of vengeance on Valor's behalf, and indeed it was. Deadly and efficient. After learning that the temple guard had been stunned into submissiveness and abducted by a group of mind flayers, the party set off into the adamantine mines in hot pursuit, eventually finding their way into the Underdark after several days of traveling. Excuse me. But the Underdark is no joke. Battering bullets, greater hopers, drow scouting parties, and even the vengeful imp that used to take residence in the carved witch's house of horrors. The party stumbled upon the body of a fallen paladin, carrying the details of the possible resting place of a holy avenger longsword, and our good friend Stephen's eyes lit up at that moment. But the journey must continue, and the Underdark is a dangerous place. So, how long until Ren's new ear consumes him in his sleep? Is Scales' new irritability something the party should be concerned about?
Irritability? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have quite a bit of it due to the jet lag, so don't piss me off tonight. It'll be a TPK. And what lies ahead of the party in the Obsidian Expanse? There's only one way to find out. Let's play some motherfucking D&D. I can't believe I got through that. Even though, I mean, I just about got through that.
Need some extra monster.
Yeah. Okay, as the dust settles and you punt this fire giant over the edge of the bridge, the heat. Who was it was this a group effort to punt this fire giant lad with the shields over?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's lots of sort of noises and twinges of backs and stuff like that, and you mentioned he lands in and just begins to just sink into the lava. You can see now just the flow. It's a steady and inexorable flow of lava that just very, very slowly just brings him down river, down flow. I do believe Darak's fella here is probably gone, but sure, look, we'll leave him there for the moment. As you stand around looking at each other, you all feel a surge of power as you have all leveled up. Yeah. So I would like to go through one by one who has leveled up into what. Have you just gone straight up? Have you multitasked? Jesus Christ, have you multi-classed? Yeah, I was gonna start with Darak, but I can't, so I'm gonna go next up with Scales. Scales, what are we doing with our level up?
Well, because I wasn't aware we were leveling up, because I unfortunately wasn't here for the last one, I am currently launching the Character Monster to see what's going to happen.
Okay, so do you want us to come back to you?
No, I'm going to.
Do you want to do this
really
live?
fast.
Yeah, let's do it live. Yeah.
So,
are you going to multi-class, or are you taking another level in Barb?
I'm going to stick with my pure barbarian boy.
He's a Barbie boy.
He's a Barbie boy in this D&D world. Let me just increase my screen.
Just got Vietnam flashbacks to the first ever stream I did with Ryan.
I'm going to take. Will I roll or will I take average? You know what? I'll be brave and I'll roll.
You're gonna roll. Now hold on. Before you roll, don't roll. Right. So
okay.
Before you roll, the way I do it is you can roll.
Yes.
That was my dog, not me. If you can roll, and if you don't like what you take, I can roll for you. You have to take it, but you can re-roll a 1, and that doesn't count as me doing the re-roll.
Okie dokie.
So let's see what you got.
Let's see. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay.
It's a level up episode.
Right,
Motherfucker.
it is not cooperating. I swear to God. There, bigger screen. Bigger screen should help.
Looks like a nice hotel room you have. And you've made
It's
the
very
bed.
sweet.
Or did housekeeping make the bed?
No, housekeeping made the bed.
I always make the bed. I like when I get to a hotel room, I put on the do not disturb, and I just keep the place clean myself. I don't like people coming in. They probably still
Here
come
we
in.
go. Oh, they still come in, but then they're just like, we don't have to do anything. Here we go. Launch level up character mancer. Very slow. Next.
Busy Bee says it's a multipass. Multipass.
Here we go.
Lilu
Roll.
Dallas.
Lilu Dallas.
Did I come up? I hit the roll button.
What did you get?
It didn't do anything.
No, we'll have to wait. Maybe your roll 20 is a little bit slow.
It might be. Maybe you should come back to me while I try and get this.
Okay, no worries. All right, then I'm going to go for Ren. Ren, what are we doing? Are we taking another level in Wizard?
Yeah, because wizards are like they get like the best capstone ability. So why would I?
So what did you get?
I got 6th level spells.
That's cool. Did you? So do you have disintegration in your spellbook?
Obviously, I have disintegrate in my spellbook now, Dave.
Where did you find that?
Well, it's level up. I get 2 free spells.
Really?
That's how wizards work.
I think we're gonna have to change that a little bit. I don't like that they disappear in your spellbook. You got to work for those spells.
I mean, that's
Every enemy now has a reflection shield, just so you know.
Do now. Okay, so you've taken disintegrate. Did you roll your hit points?
I did not. I took average.
Okay, you're taking. So what's average for a wizard? 2.
It is no. I was on 70 something.
Three.
It's 4 for me because my constitution.
4, yeah.
Fucking.
It's your roll, man.
Oh, my roll. Yeah, the average is 4, and then I get +4 from my constitution. Or no, I got +2 from my constitution, so I got 6
Holy
more points.
jeez. Okay, go. Okay. Anything else you can tell us about your level up? And have you? This isn't a proficiency thing, or where the bonus goes up? No, this isn't one of those.
No, I think that's all I got.
All right. Thank you very much for
my
that.
spells didn't add to my spellbook.
I think we're gonna go to Robert next. Then, Robert, what are we doing? I know you're multiclassing, isn't that right?
I mean, I've already started
Yeah.
multiclassing. I'm just taking the next level in my multiclass. I almost said launch level 1. That would have been awful.
No, we don't want that. What do you want? Do you want to tell the viewers who may not have been here the first time around where you went with your multiclass and what level 2 of that multiclass grants you?
So the thing is I've always liked the idea that Robert has a beautiful mind and he can think and process information really quickly. That's reflected in his kind of like uncanny dodge and the way he draws monsters in 6 seconds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the idea is that all of his like special features, like his evasion and his like dashes and taking aim and stuff like that, is a reflection of that. And by going fighter, I want to keep going into that. And the idea is that it's kind of like when in those Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey,
Yeah.
how he kind of like views the fights beforehand. It's kind of that kind of idea, which is also how his Inquisitor specific thing goes, the one where he can. What is going on with this thing? Sorry.
That's okay.
Character Mancer is making.
Roll 20 is making everyone its bitch tonight.
It's making my brain cease to work. I'll figure that out in a moment.
But you also, you multiclass. What do you multiclass into?
Into fighter, and I now get my second level, which is my action surge, which is the idea is that things once again slow down for me, and I get that extra little hit.
Excellent. Okay. I like it. How are you thinking about using that? Have you got some cool tactics in mind, or is it just?
I have a
you just gonna play
dagger
it
of
by ear?
venom that I can use my action to activate and then stab someone with.
Okay, so now you can actually get that thing working in one combat. Essentially in like one round. That's pretty cool. Anything? How did you do for hit points then? Are we rolling hit points or what's the crack?
Yes, I will be rolling hit points. However, there's some crazy shit going on my sheet. Did I click on the wrong thing again?
That's
Okay. Yes, I'll be rolling for hit points.
Okay, let's see what your hit points roll are.
I really want to, but every time I open the Character Mancer, there's like 4 different multi-class things, and I only added 1 level.
Do you want to go in and have a look?
Yes, by all means.
Mm,
Let me
go on,
let me
where are
cancel
we?
the.
Yeah, cool. So where are we? So you're fighter. All right, so you're rogue level 9. So what should your rogue be?
You know what sucks? Now that you look at it, it works. So ignore all of
Okay,
that.
okay.
I'll be taking 1 more level in fighter.
So make sure
I
you
will
drop
roll
down the
for
level
hit.
in rogue.
I did.
Excellent.
I rolled a
That is
3.
a 3. So what would you like me to roll the fighter D10?
I mean, it can't get much worse. So sure, why not?
It's yeah, it would be hard enough now, lads. You have to take what I roll, though, okay?
Yeah, if you
Roll a 1.
get a 1, let's go.
That's an 8. That's not
Hey,
bad.
there we go.
We'll take the 8. Okay. Lovely. So you're all boxed off there, Mazelu. And what are we doing here? Are we multi-classing, or are we just still plugging away with the cleric?
There's only one true class, like there's only one true god, and that is
Yeah.
cleric.
Okay, cool. And how are you doing with hit points? First off, you get a 6th level spell, right?
I do believe so. Yes.
What are we gonna? What
11. So
what
yeah.
options have we got there now? We've got we've
There's-
raised dead as 5th.
I don't actually know because I haven't gone through to the
Yeah.
spell thing yet, but I know 6th level for a wizard or 6th level spells for a cleric, shall I say. Some of them are kind of fucking tasty, so I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to seeing what I can do with them.
Okay. And what about hit points?
Well, I'm gonna roll because
Okay, you're gonna roll.
around here.
Okay, love it.
7.
7 out of
I'll take
8.
that. I'll take that.
7 out of 8. Let's just see what I would have rolled. That's a D8, right?
Yeah.
Let's just see what I would have rolled. I mean, not that it fucking matters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, lovely. Good choice. Well, you did say roll a 1. It was just a little bit delayed.
Yeah. I was doing it to myself apparently,
Uh,
but I do get destroy undead this time as well.
Okay.
So,
Excellent. So
we get rid of that beholder lich that you've got waiting for us.
yeah, I think that like CR 1/4 beholder lich.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, then Rixium, what are you doing? Are you
Well, he began life as a filthy multi-class,
Yeah.
few levels in Warlock until he devoted himself to his brother's cause. So it's only fair we level up in Paladin again.
okay?
So let's roll for a bit of
That's a D10. That's a D10 as well for paladins. Okay,
It is.
it's a 3.
Oh, let's let you roll it. It was
Okay,
teasing me
I'm
with
gonna
10 on my screen.
We're
and
gonna re-roll this. A D10. That's a 2,
Yeah.
buddy. Ah, I'm sorry.
Hey, that's life. You
That's
fucking roll the
how it is.
dice.
That's the rolls. So any other new abilities with your paladin level up then?
No abilities
Or
as
my
such.
slots.
No, I don't think that's till next time because he is only a level 8 paladin now.
Okay.
So it's an ability score improvement. So
Oh, nice.
anyone around him feels even more protected as his charisma rises to 20 and he now has a +5. to his-
Wow. Okay, so we're not taking a feat here. You're bumping your charisma up to
Oh,
20.
let's protect everybody with an extra +1 and to a
Nice.
+5.
For some reason, the light just hits Erixium's perfect jawline. That much better now, and he just, the voice just drops a timbre, maybe a little like that. And he's, ooh yeah, and ooh, yeah. So and nice. So is that everyone then except for Darak, right? Oh,
Yes.
Fona, of course.
Oh,
We're coming back
Fona.
to Fona. Fona, are you all sorted? No.
This is not. I'm gonna try just some random rolls off my character sheet because the character mancer is being really weird. So it's letting me roll off my character sheet. Okay.
Do you want me to look at the character answer? You're 11.
Okay, so it's definitely doing that for me.
So I'm going into your character answer now, right? And I'm going
Okay, okay.
next. Can you see this as well? Like while I do it?
Yeah, it's coming up on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going 10 plus 1 is 11. So Do you want to roll or do you want to average? So do you want to click roll or do you want to click average?
Let me try. It's actually showing something. No, I hit roll there and it didn't do anything. Will you hit for me?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
5. So that's basically roll again, Dave, as the GDM for me.
Oh god,
See
here
if
we
can
go.
do any better.
Okay.
I think it's a is it a D?
I'll just click the roll button again.
D12. It's
Oh,
a
it's
D12.
D12, right? Yeah, I'll just
and
click
then you'd
roll
add
again.
your Constitution on top of it then as well.
8.
8.
Woo! I'll take that.
Now, hold on. Now, I just need to make sure it hasn't added that onto you. What? Do you remember what your max hit points were?
It was 111.
Okay.
Easy to remember.
Okay, so it was 111, so it should be 119 now. Or
No, it
well,
should be
like we have
Plus
plus the
con.
con.
Yeah.
plus 5.
Okay, so you get starting at level 11, you get Relentless Rage. Your rage can keep you fighting despite grievous wounds. If you drop to 0 hit points while you're raging and don't die outright, you can make a DC 10 con saving throw. If you succeed, you drop to 1 hit point instead. It's even harder to kill Scales now. Each time you use this feature after the first, the DC increases by 5 when you finish a short or long rest. Boop. So you were 111. Does it tell you you're now 121? Is that right? 8 plus
yes,
what's your
I should
con?
be
2, yeah?
2. Yeah.
Okay,
So I should be 121.
There you go. I've leveled you up.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now I think it's time to move on. As you stand here on this this massive bridge constructed what looks like dwarves, you can see now that body of this giant, this fire giant, is beginning to sink and float down this lava flow here. Darak just sitting there looks. Actually, Darak's at 83 out of 83 hit points, so he's absolutely fucking fine. Yeah, you see Ren standing over the other body of this fire giant here. Oh god.
What's in his pockets?
What's in his pocket? Well, his pockets are huge, Carrick, so potentially Ren could be in his pockets if he wished.
Yeah, look, if that's what it takes to loot, yeah.
Well, that is what it's going to take to loot. You're going to have to climb into his pockets.
Yeah, Ren will
Okay,
climb into
cool.
his pockets.
Can
He will signal to other people first that he's going in, so they don't just dump him in the lava.
Yeah, well, that would be helpful. So as you climb into the pockets, Ren, there's a clanking of steel on steel, and it smells particularly bad in there. Can I get an investigation check, please?
Yep, pretty good at those.
It's a natural 1 for
I have an
9.
inspiration that I'm going to reuse. Because
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah,
and I will say we're at 3 of the inspiration pool that's left over from when On Your End was in last. Just a gift like 10 subs or something like that.
Just to specify for Technomancer's sake, I'm using the inspiration on my sheet, not the pool.
Okay, thank you.
Because I don't
Okay.
want to be greedy.
Why? So that's at 22. Yes.
I am
So-
pretty good at this.
Instead of the 1 and so look, instead of that 1 and not noticing that there was a hole in the pocket of this thing's trousers and your hands sort of fastening around something that you may not
A
want.
bag of scolding.
Yeah.
Whoa.
a bag of scroting. And you do find a number
That's
of
it.
coin. Hey, we're only talking about you On Your End. Good evening. You're very welcome in. Good to see you again, and thanks for jumping into our Patreon as well. And Fona, thank you as well for subscribing to our Patreon. We appreciate you all. As you climb into the pocket of this fire giant, anyone looking around, you can see Ren's little feet sort of like wiggling around. That's the only thing you see out of there. You do find what seem to be a large amount of coins. They're probably about dinner plate size, and it's hard to tell exactly what kind of metal they are, but you can definitely, I'd say you roll me a d20 and that's how many you get.
Yeah. I will fish them out and drop them in the bag of holding eventually.
Yeah.
20. It's 10.
You find 10, and they are rather large dinner plate size platinum pieces.
Big. Platinum.
Each of those are worth 250 gold.
GP. Ren will eventually dish those out to the party.
Yeah.
He does not know what the value of them is yet. That's essentially why he asks.
That is
Yeah.
okay. There is an absolutely gargantuan set of full plate. If you you could, through successive castings of the the enlarge reduce spell, you can maybe make it functional for one of your party members. But
That's gonna use a lot of
up to
spell
you.
slots.
Yeah.
Unless we're taking it on. Actually, do I have the preps? I don't. Never mind. I could.
And
do
there
it, but
is
no.
an absolutely massive Cloud Strife sword. So even bigger than that.
Breakers.
So that is what Ren finds in there. Robert, Darak, Mizelu, Oryxium, and Scales. What are you doing?
Robert is busy trying to draw this monster while I see it.
Okay, excellent.
Joe, not Robert.
Yeah. Scales.
Scales is probably going to have found debris or a rock or a pebble, and he's going to chuck it in after.
Okay, you chuck it in after and goes bloop and kind of lands there and just begins to sink.
Yeah, he's just watching that.
Right beside
Yeah,
the
it's
thumb
kind
that's
of
like
effective.
this. Me and Steven did the same.
I
So
now
what-
know why you cry.
Yeah,
I'll
because
be
you
back.
fucking banished my fucking fire giants. That's why I cry.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
The dreadnought that is in the drink at the minute, is he
Yeah.
stationary or going?
Oh no,
with
he's
the-
flowing down the river there.
Alright,
I should
alright,
probably
cool.
move him.
That's gonna wash up in some on some beach somewhere, and some giant kid is gonna be like, "Dad."
Pretty much.
200 years, somebody's going to think they found Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Welcome in Solid 10 D&D. Nice to see you. Welcome in Sticks. Welcome in Reprobate Gamer. Who else came in? Because while I was busy leveling up people, we got Busy Bee in there. We've got Sticks and a few others. You're always very welcome. Long thanks, guys, for jumping in. What are we doing here? Can I just say as well, the heat on this bridge is oppressive. It is. You actually feel like you're beginning to sunburn or get some sort of third-degree burns as you stand here. The longer that you wait, what would you like to do?
Help, I'm being oppressed.
Mhm.
Not be on the bridge anymore.
Okay.
I've come.
I jump
to...
into the... No, I'm kidding. I don't jump into the law.
I've gone to check on that body
Okay.
of
So
that
what?
soldier to see
Yeah.
if there's any identification, anything I can pick up to take back to loved ones, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he does have a locket, which looks to have some sort of rather. It's a platinum locket on a platinum chain, and you can see he's probably in his maybe late teens, 18, 19. His eyes are kind of very, very haggard looking. He's got bags beneath the eyes. He looks like he's taken. There's some weird pock marks and welts on his cheeks and his neck. Looks like he's been hit with some sort of device designed to cause pain and torture. If you open up the locket, you can see there's a small painting of him in better times and what looks like a wife and child.
And I didn't know the name of this person, right?
Do you want to make a history check and see if you recognize him?
I do hope this wasn't the guy on the door. 15.
15 is enough. This is this would be Acolyte Antes.
Antes.
Antes. Antes. And you can see now he's just taking a hammering from these guys. They clearly like. So those wounds, those neck wounds would have been before this.
Right.
You suspect that the mind flayers might have some sort of device that it looks like there's like bite marks or something. It's quite strange that they would like almost like a taser stick, but it seems to be alive maybe, and the end of it just bites. Maybe it's like a snake or something. It's hard to tell.
How many teeth?
Sorry.
Vampire
How
mind
many
flayer.
teeth?
Oh, 4.
4 puncture
not
marks.
I like so like 4 point more kind of thing. Yeah.
2 top, 2 bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll
Solid
go
two.
over. I'll take the locket off. I'll take off whatever component stuff he might have.
That's interesting.
Because I assume if he's a warrior of the Platinum Dragon, which
he would probably have. I'd say you could definitely. Let's just say roll a 1d6. 2. I would say you can collect enough components to power two level 2 spells.
2 level 2, cool. Okay.
Or 4 level. Well, I know because it's a little bit more specific. So let's say 2 level 2 spells.
2 level 2. Okay, awesome, cool. Any other items that I recognize to be magical, or is it just standard equipment?
Standard equipment, unfortunately. These guys were they're kind of green. Sorry, I have to move my dog's arse here. Thank you very much. They were kind of green. Jesus, squeezy. And this was just, they weren't sent into the Underdark per se. They were just sent to find a shipment and bring it back. So unfortunately, they don't have a lot of classy or cool equipment on them.
Okay.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Are these scratch marks or is this some sort of path? It looks like scratch marks to me on the map.
It's a walked path, right?
It looks like a walked path.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Last thing I do is obviously taking my own locket, my amulet, and uttering Bahamut's prayer. And as I finish it, I'm essentially going to do Sacred Flame and
you want to cast
cremate the remains as such.
Okay.
Yeah, Rixian was about to see if we fucking chuck him in the drink.
Nice. Okay, so you quite easily managed to cremate the remains. I thought you were going to cast another spell beginning with S. It's called Speak with Dead. We did not do that. So Sacred Flame. Okay, as you drop this it's radiant fire, this silver burning energy. Now you see it. You've seen it immolate things before, but given the reason behind your casting of this spell, it's almost like the Platinum Dragon itself has lent and granted this casting way more power, and it does indeed just incinerate the body.
And I put the locket into, Mazzello has a few different pouches, obviously component pouch for different things, but there's one particular which is for it was something that was given to him as standard from Berethia, and it's essentially a pouch of remembrance. So it's like it's got a special emblem on it and stuff like that, and essentially anyone within the church, so Arixian would know this, that if I was to fall, you take that, because that's the thing that would give it back to the families, basically.
Okay, that's good to know.
The afterword of recall.
Yeah.
So like your dog tags, kind of.
Essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as we don't wear dog tags, it would be whatever item for the remembrance of that person, essentially. But yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, just make my way back to Arixium. And are we pushing on? What has everyone decided?
My honest. Ren's over,
Pilfering, yes.
he's doing something, but I think he's in the wrong pocket.
I found the roundabout, like, at this point, this is where Ren pops his head out, holding one of the big coins above his head, and like...
Yeah, it looks like he's like he's come out with a dinner plate.
They're fucking rich!
And you could probably retire and just and we could end this campaign right now.
I will see. No,
That's it.
what? And then Ren, as he does that, he'll then like pause for a second, and then he'll look, and then as he sees the other one floating down the river, and he's just like holding that up, and then he just sigh of defeat and just like arms flop down by his side, and he's like, "Oh, so much money wasted."
Tell me, brother, do you think he's heard of the fable of Jack?
No. It's just not telling there's an entire city behind us.
Yes.
You do hear some sort of as you mentioned that, you do hear some, not like alarm type activity, but you do hear there's something going on. down that river of lava, and there's something. There seems to be some raised voices and whatnot. But it's probably not to do with this. It seems to be just maybe some sort of celebration or something like that.
Dave, thanks to my new friend that gives me much better hearing than I would have had previously. Can I make out anything that's being said, or is it in Giantish?
Oh, would you like to? Can you speak Giantish?
No. I'm wearing a helm of comprehend languages though, since we spoke to them. Gnomes.
Okay. Does it fit over your new ear?
I mean, it's a magical.
I'm only joking. Yeah. Of course, you can do that. So, would you like to make a perception check with advantage? I believe now because of its hearing. Yeah. Let's go. Does anyone else speak Giant?
That's a really good question.
Party.
That's 14. So it's not great.
Robert speaks Giant.
No, not me. Not me.
Okay,
Robert speaks Halfling, Orc, Undercommon, Thieves' Cant, and Common.
I do not speak Giant.
Roll a luck check and let's see if they're speaking in Undercommon. Odds are good, evens are bad. On whatever dice you wish. You roll?
Is it me or Robert you want to roll?
No, you.
Oh, I thought you. Yeah, okay. Evens are.
Odds are good, evens are bad. Yeah, unfortunately, they're speaking Giantish. So, moving on. What are the rest of you doing? Are you heading off this beaten path? This is one single exit from this area?
Would good not be that they're speaking Undercommon? Because that's lucky, because Robert might be able to hear them.
Odds are good, evens are bad.
Yeah. So
good would be they're speaking Undercommon. Yeah. Bad would be they're speaking Giantish.
Yeah, so since Robert has like a crazy passive and speaks Undercommon, would he understand what's being said?
I see where you're going there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you do raise an interesting point, Robert. You do hear some noises being carried downstream, as it were, and it sounds like there is coronation of a fire giant king happening. A lot of celebration.
Only found out it's goddamn me.
We killed the king.
I think you guys are gonna get your opportunity to murder a monarch pretty soon.
What?
Something about a new fire king.
Why would we go into the city? These two nearly beat the shit out of us. And that's two.
You do hear a mention of the Ember Lord.
Does that spark anything in the old memory banks?
This does not spark joy.
Oh, would you like to roll a history check? I mean, it's
Quiet, Marie Kwan.
Sure. History check. No problem.
What's up?
Hey, I'm actually not absolutely awful at that. Okay, never mind. I'm kind of looking at that. 15.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, it doesn't really ring a bell. It is quite a specific and localized party. Ain't no party like a giant party, indeed. It is quite a localized and very specific thing that's happening down here in the Underdark. I've got some. There's about 5 or 6 different factions, but sort of warring powers that are in the middle of things down here, which I'm sort of letting play out at the same time as things on top, and that is one of them. There has been a coronation, as it were. You're unfamiliar with the details that led up to it, though. If you want to go in and ask, I'm sure
We want to get stomped on.
certainly try.
And fire giants are known to be quite welcoming, so
I mean, if
They gave us such a good welcoming across the bridge. They definitely didn't throw boulders at us the second they saw us.
no, but I mean, if you arrived in on a dinner plate with some garnish, I think they might welcome you. But yeah. So what would you like to do then? Are we moving on, or would you like to do anything else? Scales, are you still plopping rocks into the lava flow?
So, Scales has moved on from rocks.
Oh.
So first of all, he decided to get out his extremely squishy not a lemon that he'd had for quite a while. His first not a lemon. It's probably vaguely lemon-shaped mulch now, and it got tossed over. got yeeted
Okay.
across the edge to see what happened. And assuming nothing bad happened, he then proceeded to take the blue fruit he found at the Grim House and
Yes.
yeet that over to see what happened.
Okay. Both
I'm
of them
using-
sort of explode in a kind of a very, very, very citrusy sort of spray, and you can see now that as they I love the t-shirt, Stephen. Yeah, I should get one of those. Yeah, so yeah, as they hit, they do explode with a sort of spray of different sort of citrusy goodness, but nothing seems to happen to the fruits themselves, other than they're like instantly destroyed.
Oh, okay. So then, like, anyone who's watching this could feel free to stop Scales at any point, because like he's just having fun throwing shit over the bridge into the lava because it's fun. He then takes out a lemon, an actual lemon, plus
Okay.
the 3 other not lemons that he collected at the Grim House, and he's going to eat all 4 of them at once to see if, like, even more citrusy fun.
Yeah, and how far out do you yeet them, or do you just drop them?
Well, he's been kind of dropping them so far just to see what happens, and I think he probably like bundles up. I don't have enough balls here, but like he bundles the 4 up together and just throws them forward, and they probably rain down in different directions.
Okay,
A
cool.
bit of a distance away.
As you do that, you can see now. Can you just give me a d20, please? Roll me a d20.
Okay. Just the warning. The next item that is in the top of his pockets is a pouch of fire powder or a tinderbox. They're the next 2 items on my list.
Oh, not the fire powder.
12.
12 is good enough. As you fire it out, at the same time you see this fire giant sort of almost like bubble to the surface and rise to the surface, and that lemon that you throw out lands on and sticks on the spiky part of the top of his helmet, lands there with a squelch, and just you can see just the outer side of the rind begin to just char and burn now as it floats down with a lemon, as if they're, you know, almost as if like a final indignity. It now has a very, very large lemon just stuck to the very tip of its crown as it floats down.
Okay, so I'm gonna just roll a dice because the next 2 up are the tinderbox and the pouch of fire powder. So I'll see which comes. Odds the first, evens the second.
Is anyone? You're all happy
Are
to?
we
Odds the
going,
first.
everyone?
We're all far away.
Yeah.
Dark isn't.
No.
Dark might say something. I don't know.
No, but
That's-
Mazzella's calling from the end of the bridge going, are we going or what?
So Scales will look over and he's got his tinderbox in his hand. And he just sees you calling, and then he's going to throw this one with a good aim out, and then get ready to run. Well, he lights fires with the tinderbox. So
Well,
I
the
think
tinderbox
he
won't
knows.
explode. It's like flint and steel. It'll just melt.
I see. Well, like, this is the thing. He's working his way up through the shit in his pocket to see what happens.
The fire
As
powder
you
will do something bad.
Fire the tinderbox over Scales. End over end. It hits this large outcropping of stone that seems to be, obviously must be some different type of stone that's withstanding the lava flow, and it's been there for eons, and it smacks off that, bounces off the fire giant, and then just rebounds back and just teeters precariously on the rock, and it just seems to right itself there. It's on the rock now.
And how urgently, when Scales looks over at Mazellu, how much does Mazellu look like he wants to leave right now?
We're starting to walk away.
Oh, okay. He looked back wistfully at the stuff there and at the, what was next in my hand that
The
he
fire powder.
the fire powder isn't going to knock that box into it, so he was probably going to chuck. He would have gone through it, and maybe the blue ogre horn, or I don't know, a mood gem or something to try and knock it into the lava. But instead, he'll look disappointedly at it and then hustle over to follow the others.
Okay, and as you leave this area, then can I get survival checks from everyone as you delve deeper into the Underdark? So this is a group survival check. I need 3 successes before 3 failures.
Just as
Yeah.
everyone's walking away, and maybe Scales is catching up, Erixium,
DC. Sorry, the DC for this is 14. Sorry.
Erixium is going to go over to our deceased fire giant friend here. And in his oversized cheek, he's just going to carve in Zastas.
In what language?
Ooh.
Do you
Elvish?
speak Undercommon?
No, he'll do
No?
an Elvish.
Okay, and surface Elvish. That's okay. Yeah, cool. Make a medicine check just to see how, or if you'd like to argue for a different skill, just to see how artistically this is done, and whether Erixium has a future as a tattoo artist.
It's more scarification.
See, I think when you get out of this fire, you're going to take off that jacket, right?
How about a performance for his skills in wielding his pointed tip of his blade?
Yeah, I'm happy for that. Yeah. I'm gonna get a shot with this now.
behave. Come on, fucking mouse.
You guys
What
just you can roll that. Just give me 1 second. I just need to step away for 2 seconds. Stay there. Stay.
Oh, yeah.
And that, yeah.
It's written in calligraphy.
I really hope this works so that we can just start to set the giants on the drow. It'd be great.
Well, I mean, what's a little fucking espionage?
Mm.
Subterfuge.
Just make sure you hold up the right 3 fingers if we get questions on it.
See.
This, not this.
Did
You got it
he
wrong as
fucking-
well? You went like that.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, this. Yeah.
You'd have got fucking found out day one.
I just forgot which one was which. This is like something else. Like I'm doing it like that. I can't remember what that is.
An American or Scouts or something?
I don't know.
No, that's that.
That one's German. That's normal. Well, not normal, but like English-speaking countries.
That's Spider-Man. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Friday.
Yeah.
So like, that fire powder would have made us all trip the fuck out. Probably. That's hilarious.
We were quite a distance from it.
Yeah.
Derek and Scales maybe. I don't know.
It's more that I think, if I recall rightly, I was supposed to pass the second pouch on to somebody else to do mischief with.
Yes.
But let's face it, that was a long time ago, and Scales has a very temporary memory.
Yeah.
Mischief managed.
Yeah, you pass it on to the dead giants. You did mischief
I
with that.
bought it just in case, and it is a just in case moment. We're Red Bulling this shit. Okay, so where are we?
It's about to get real.
Erixium just got a 21 performance
zero
to
sugar.
sign Zastas into the giant's face.
Yeah. Was it 21?
21.
Okay, nice. And you, I mean, look. Given that this is a fire giant, you have a rather large canvas to play with here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's done with an expert. Yeah, Red Bull. Well, I fucking hope they will be a Red Bull. They'll be a sponsor.
Dave,
Yes.
it's not about the size of the canvas; it's how you use it. Come on, dude.
That's it. It's gone.
Sorry.
That's how we used it.
Please,
Yeah.
Red Bull.
Hey, I
Come
prefer
here,
the sugar
Dave.
free. Okay, cool.
That is blasphemy. You're the only person I've ever heard that can stomach it. Never mind for it.
All right, are we
Worse.
moving on then?
Yes.
So, what's the plan? So, yeah, sorry. How did our survival checks do? We got. I needed 3 successes before 3 failures. The DC is 14.
Yep.
Yeah, that is okay. So, moving on, I'm going to gather your tokens up. As you move through this, Ren, you. It's a fucking torch.
No,
Ren-
my torch!
It's okay. There it
I
is.
will
There
add,
it is.
I
There it
had
is.
changed my transmuter stone to fire damage resistant, so I probably
Oh.
got dark vision on at the moment. So that's probably why I'm not
Moving through, I'm going to copy your tokens. I'm going to paste them over somewhere in a minute.
I just want to say, for anyone who hasn't tried it, I don't know if you get it in your parts, but the watermelon Red Bull, no, is really good.
Watermelon Red Bull. No.
Yeah.
Look, I will try anything at like this stage to try and get you awake.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, indeed. So, as you head down this corridor out of this giant bridge cavern, the heat is still oppressive behind you. The heat is kind of following you down. You can see now as you walk through this these tight caverns and passageways that there are cracks in the ground, and you can see the odd bubbling of lava making its way up, and you end up sort of having to be very, very careful about where you're stepping and so on and so forth. You travel following these tracks left by the mind flayers. Well, not more so left by the weary and tortured and exhausted temple guards that still survive. Very, very heavy and deliberate, feet dragging. And you begin to feel tired as you realize you've been traveling for another 8 to 10 to 12 hours. What would you like to do? Would you like to take a long rest, or would you like to push through?
Long rest if possible.
All right, you want to take a long rest?
What's the effect if we push through? Do we take exhaustion or anything?
Oh, we'll. I think we'll do a couple of con saving throws to see how whether you take a point of exhaustion. I'd say if you succeed on your Constitution saving throws of DC 12. Time to get my paladin on. Have fun, y'all. Try not to die unless it's entertaining for the viewers. Thanks, Rep. Have a good time. I would say it will be DC 12 Constitution saving throw, and you can push on for 4 more hours.
Stop or rest?
I don't think it's a good idea to push much further on. Like, that fight took a lot out of me there. I personally would be going in on an empty tank if we end up reaching our goal within those next 4 hours.
Would you be able to give us some protections?
Yeah, usual.
Ren always uses protection.
Well, you'd hope so.
He doesn't need to. He never gets
From evil and good.
I cast the dome down below.
Hey, there was kind of a vibe between Ren and Lissa, wasn't there?
Who's this again?
Oh, wow.
The blue hair.
He doesn't even remember.
That's fucking awful.
That's Carrick, not Ren.
Who are you again?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fire shield. Yeah, I have a surname. Yeah. Oh, I don't remember that. That's their problem. Let's get out and have a... Nah. Sorry.
But
yeah, Ren will put up the dome.
here's a leap card I found. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Exactly. Yeah, found it on the floor last night. Here you go. But this is my house. Don't care. Get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ren will start putting the dome up and the lights there. While he's doing that, though, what do I have that I can... Is there anything else I can do? No, I don't actually. Sorry, I was thinking of something else, but that won't really do much. Yeah, so I'm just going to use the ritual to put the dome up, and that's kind of going to be it. He's going to try his best to use the shift colors to match it to the surroundings.
No problem at all. So you spend your 10 minutes putting up your Leomund's tiny hut, and yeah, the rest of you kind of sit around watching what now. This is in the middle of a you thus far you haven't found a suitable spot other than these caverns and these tunnels. They might spread out to 15 feet maximum, but they're usually about 10 feet wide. So yeah, you do realize that you will be kind of in the way directly. Something will walk in like into your Leomund's tiny hut.
But they won't be able to walk in.
No, but they can walk into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just so you know that it if you do this now, it will be.
You're hinting that if I do this, somebody will find us.
Well, it's. I'm just saying that's something. If it were traveling these tunnels too, it would have. It has the chance of walking straight in. Like into the side of it, not inside.
Yeah. Well, like if there'll be somebody on watch if that happens, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fine. I just found out. Yeah, that's all.
And they'll be able to see it coming to warn other people because it'll be you can see out but you can't see in. So
okay, what would you like to do, guys? Who's taking the first watch, and are you doing anything on your watch?
Scales will take the first watch.
Scales, you doing that by yourself or what's the crack?
Well, Scales just announces, "I'll take the first watch."
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Ren is probably going to work on a spell for a bit before going to sleep like usual, so he'll probably stay up.
Can Scales see in the dark?
No, Scales has a torch.
Erixium will stay up on watch. Well, we'll do watch with Scales.
Okay, and then we'll then be like, okay, wake me up later, and then go back and take next watch.
You
I
look
will take-
exhausted, Ren. Rest.
Who's taking a watch of Scales?
Erixium.
Okay, so once Scales like finds the spot he's going to do his watch from, and he doesn't really mind who's doing the watch with him or if anyone is, he is going to pay attention because obviously he's on watch and that's his job. But after his little adventure on the bridge, he feels the need to reorganize his storage to see what he has that could be fun to throw into the next thing he finds that would be fun to throw stuff into. So he's going to start to he'll sit cross-legged on the ground with a bit of space around him, and he's going to start like methodically emptying all his pockets into little piles in front of him. Like he'll put all the same colored gems together in one little stack, and he'll put his pouch of fire powder and the vial of poison from that bad dude who killed Fanar, and the blue ogre horn.
You still have that?
I still have that. The weird piece of mirror obsidian that was from when we broke the mirror underneath the church in Templetown, I think it was.
Yep.
That was the one where something thought it was communicating with Fanar.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
Brulvod?
You know, well, you don't know that.
I have it in my notes.
You have it in your notes because that's a name that. Oh my God, what's going on here?
Oh, on your end.
Oh
More
my
for the
God,
bag.
buddy!
More
5
for
tiers,
the bag.
5
Thank
subs.
you.
Thank you very much, my friend. You, my God. Well, okay, we appreciate you on your end, and Solid 10 got a sub out of that.
Big
Fargrim the
Tom
Barbarian.
BBQ.
Big Tom Barbecue got that. Thank you very much, buddy. We appreciate you. So that's another 7 in the pool now. Fucking hell. So the story with Brulvod was the only time that name has been mentioned is when Mazelu's father sent a sending spell to which you were all not privy to. I did say in the post-game chat that there was that person had communicated with one of you before, and I did mention out of character that was the person speaking through the mirror to Fanar. So as in character, you don't know.
I'll remark that in my notes. As,
That's okay. That's cool. Yeah.
That's me making that clearer.
That's all good.
I just want to correct Scales.
Yeah.
The person who killed Fanara was Robert. But let's
No,
not
no,
go there.
this is the bad dude from his monk time.
This is the guy who cut Ren's ear off.
Yeah, the guy who
Yeah.
cut Ren's ear off. Yeah.
Was it Gorwin the bitch?
Gorwin, yeah.
I think I blew him up.
You did something to them anyway, yeah.
Glad you put that up at the end.
Yeah, so I can list all this other stuff that Scales has accumulated, and he doesn't even remember what all of this is from, but if somebody questioned him, he probably would. He has lots of mood gems, he has Underdark red gems, he has purple chunks of stone, he has blue ogre horn, he has the fancy triple rose that he collected from the Grim house, which may or may not still be in pristine order. I'm not sure what the nature of the rose was.
Blue ogre horn sounds like a performance stimulant.
You get in a garage at 2 in the morning.
A stack of vicious javelins, a stack of daggers, and a whole pile of other bits and pieces of weapon. I think that's the gist of what Scales has. Oh, and loads of gems of various types.
Who's moving a mouse around this? Is that you? You? Are you moving a mouse around the screen? We can see your mouse.
Uh-oh.
So,
Are you over by the fire giant and now you're...
I have no idea.
Anyway, sorry, Scales. I was just wondering.
The
That's all right.
Technomancer's playing The Sims and is getting cut
Yeah. Sorry, Scales, go on.
So yeah, he lays this all out in a sort of like a little semicircle around himself to sort it, and then he'll like get his pouch out and start putting some relevant things into his little pouch, and that's what he's doing. And every so often, when like after a couple of things, like every 5 or 6 things he sorts, he looks up and around to make sure there's nothing sneaking up on them, and then he goes back to his work.
Okay, so that's what Scales is doing. Erixium, Are you chatting with Scales at all, or what's the crack?
Yeah, I think Ericsson would have spent like a moment as he's looking around into the darkness, and just watching Scales lay everything out and change it from like smallest to biggest, then color code everything. Then just enjoying themselves, organizing and changing their mind and organizing, because this one it's now shiniest to dullest, and then it's sharpest to like. Just giving him a few minutes to calm down, and he won't even interrupt. He'll just walk over and kind of sit near Scales, like still looking off into the distance, and say,
I couldn't help but notice you seemed frustrated back with the Durgar and the tower, Scales.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you wanted to talk about anything.
Well, it was just annoying, is all.
Will it be me in particular, or the Durgar, or what was annoying?
Well, I don't really know. I was just annoyed. Things weren't going the way I wanted them to.
Well, I remember those feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to smash things.
Oh yeah.
And I'd been working very hard to smash that person. Durgar.
No, I know you feel. I was smashing that giant, and then Ren made his brains come out his nose.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, well, frustratingly funny,
Yeah.
But
It was like he was blowing his nose because he had a bad cold in the winter, and instead of what's normally in your nose, it was his brains.
meaty pink chunks,
Yeah. It's really, yeah. That was good.
If I could blow my own nose, I'd never leave the house. Sorry.
I like smashing things.
I do too. It's fun. But you were frustrated about that Scales, and when you go into one of your ultra concentration moments, when you're joined by your ancestors.
Yeah. When we're fighting and things are bad.
Yeah, they look different to you.
Well, they're not, they're not playing anymore, and they're not having food anymore, and they're not decorating the house anymore, and they're not doing all that kind of stuff. They're sort of waiting to battle, I suppose. Sort of like soldiers instead of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, soldiers are people too, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And they fight and they soldier, but then they go and they finish fighting, and then they go home and they cook dinner and they play with their kids and plow the fields and do all the other stuff. Go drinking in the tavern and dance. Dancing is fun. So, they do all these other things, but now it seems like my ancestors, when they come out, they're not doing any of those fun things. They're only wanting to fight. But, they come and I can't tell them they have to have fun if they want to fight, I guess, and we're fighting, so I guess maybe they feel like they want to be fighting.
Do you think they changed when you started getting frustrated and wanting to smash more?
And Scales will sort of like, he doesn't scuff his toe because he's sitting down, but he'll sort of like, he's gonna like poke in the sandy floor and like straighten a few of his like daggers together because he's a little bit like embarrassed, and he's like, that was only one time.
I don't judge Scales. I like to smash things too, and
I wouldn't actually have done anything.
I couldn't argue if you did. When I got frustrated, I did things and it went down a dark path. That's all.
Did you lose your torch?
In a way,
And for a split second, when you Scale says, "Did you lose your torch?" you hear that voice in your head. I am the light in the dark, Rexium.
and so much more, Scales. So much more.
Oh. It's not good when you lose things.
No,
You
but
found it again, obviously.
I did. Thankfully, I had a brother who never got frustrated enough with me to leave me to smash things on my own.
Yeah, Mazelu seems like a good brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
The
seems.
best.
Sometimes when he talks, though, do you find it's really hard to understand?
He gets that from our father.
Yeah, okay. But you know what you said about if my ancestors were being all serious and soldiery when I started getting frustrated, and like I said, that was only that one time, and I'm sure it won't happen again. But it might have been before, I can't remember, but it's definitely been happening since the water creature person told me about the River of Tears. They've definitely been coming out serious soldiers since then.
River of Tears.
Yeah, they were made from all the tears of the Dragonborn, or all the tears about the Dragonborn, or yeah. But they were made from all the tears that happened when the Dragonborn all got killed. And then ever since then, definitely the ancestors have been soldiers. But it could have been before. I'm not sure. But that was way before I got frustrated. Do you remember when I fell into the water and I went away for a while?
Well, you took a moment, yeah.
No, it was a long time. I was talking to them for ages. I went swimming all the way down, and then they talked to me, and then I came back. And they told me about the River of Tears that is dead. But anyway, the main thing is that was before I got frustrated that one time.
It was.
Yeah. So that's not why the ancestors are soldiers. I don't
And
know.
I think at this stage, like Orixium now, like Scales' face barely hit the water. Like it was a shock and splunk and say,
Yeah, you were gone a while.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
remember when that happened, I brought my little platinum friend out, and you were able to speak to our Lord Bahamut. If you ever want to speak to him again, just let me know.
Okay.
He always listens, and
Can we try now? And he's bouncing a little bit, like he's still like he's on duty, so he's watching, and he's he is being serious, but he also is like, can we try? Will you get your little drag thing out?
do you believe he's always with you?
Who?
Our Lord Bahamut.
Well, you said he was, I think. Yeah. So yeah.
and
And
just
my ancestors come all the time, so he must be right.
just to give like keep that childlike magic in Scales, just will.
Look behind you.
And there's just this little platinum pseudo dragon ready for Scales to talk to.
Scales' attention on guard duty, just so you know, is like entirely 100% gone now. So he's just like, excellent. And he's going to be like, can I meet my ancestor again? And he wants it a lot. And I think that wanting will be enough to trigger. Consult the spirits. Oh.
Okay. As you use to consult the spirit's ability, you cast. Are you going to cast the augury or clairvoyance spell?
I believe I want to cast the augury spell.
The augury spell. So let's drop the augury spell into the chat so we can all find out what it does.
I really need to learn the difference between these two spells.
It's okay. Clairvoyance, I think, allows you to see past things. This is a 2024.
Augury is like you ask a question and you get a good or bad answer.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna copy it out and drop it into the Roll20 chat so our viewers can see it.
I have it there. You received omen from an other. Oh, wait.
Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
No bother. Sorry.
Right after you did it, I also did it.
DM.
Okay.
So you receive an omen about results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes, and then the DM chooses whether it's good, bad, or you can't say.
Okay, so you reach inside yourself, Scales, and this ability is still rather new to you. And you think long and hard about these ancestors that show up quite a bit, and your meditations on why they've changed and all the rest of it, and then you can see walking down the corridor. It looks like one of your ancestral guardians, but this time again in that deep hooded robe, carrying what looks like the same weapons you wield. And if they could breathe and let out a sigh, it's that. And he just stands there. You can see it's an older dragonborn now with wisps of white hair coming out the nostrils, and looks like these thick kind of grey tufts of hair coming out the ears, and you can see like heavy bags under what would be normally like a very, very tight and overlapped and linked scales. And he looks at you and he holds out one hand and he holds out the other.
So Scales will say to him, so I know from when you, well, it wasn't you the last time, but when I managed to do this before and talk to someone, you're not really here for like just chatting and things like that. So I won't try to make you stay for chatting, but it's really good to see you when we're not about to fight something. I just want to say that. And then I suppose I wondered if you could tell me, we're about to sleep here, like we're staying here for the next while, but I mean, I'm not that tired, and this does not seem like a good spot for us to be. We're in the middle of a narrow corridor. So I guess, I mean, do you think it's a bad idea for us to stay here? That's what Scale says.
Okay, so as you ask that question, you can see what looks like his hand turns to the right, and you can see now a goblet apparates there. And you can see the left one, another goblet apparates there. And you can see he holds them out to you, and as you look deep within these goblets, you can see one is filled with a thick red blood-like liquid. The one on the left is filled with what looks like crystal clear water. And he tips the red one up, and the blood just splops out onto the ground and just spreads out. A couple of splashes hitting Scales' boots.
And where does the blood spread? Like, how far does it spread? Is it just
It's just like
a foot or two?
Yeah, it's not.
Dropped a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is clearly a woe.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good thing anyway. Well, I'm not sure. Thank you. And see you again, maybe.
You can see there's a look of intense and deep sadness in his eyes. He lets out this breath that you can't hear, and his eyes look heavy, and he just nods and turns around and walks and just disappears.
Okay. So then I suppose Scales will kind of wake up, and he's going to be, when he kind of comes back to, he's going to be staring where the blood was. He plopped it down. I assume there's no evidence of that having happened in front of me.
No.
Okay. And he'll turn to Eryxium, and he'll sort of say, look at him very seriously, and he'll say, I don't think maybe that we should stay here. I think maybe we should push on until we find somewhere better. I mean, the guys have been sleeping for a while now, so I mean they might be a bit refreshed, and we could find somewhere better.
It's at that exact boon for Robert. Thank you very much on your end.
Hey, thanks so much.
And it's around about that time, Scales. You begin to feel the earth beneath you, just this faint rumbling and shaking, dust and small pebbles that have been displaced by this sort of seismic activity just begin to rain down upon you now, and some of the dust running down the back of your cloak, and Ren, you're sitting there meditating and you feel that rumbling again. Can I get somebody to roll me a look check, please? Odds are good, evens are bad.
Go for the Scales.
Okay. Any dice I want to roll?
It's up to you. They all have odds and evens, so.
Yep. One hundo.
That's a 20. Odds are
even.
good. Evens
Wait,
are
no,
bad.
odds. Sorry, 29
Odds
is
are
odd.
good, evens are bad. It's Scales and Eryxium. Scales and Eryxium, can I get let's get a survival or a history check, please. Whatever you're better. They're both wisdom based.
No.
Saving throw or
No, just a
straight
check.
out? Okay,
Just a
so
skill
it's
check.
survival or history. Survival.
Bam.
11.
11 or 11.
This one goes up to 11.
It does. Something about the rhythm and the movement of whatever's happening here reminds you of something, but it's very hard to tell what it is.
Scales is just going to sort of like yell, everybody up, we gotta go, and he's going to be instead of trying to sort his lovely collection, he's just going to hold the
I will Tarask times is breakfast in chat. I will say that because of the luck check, it seems to have passed.
Yeah, Scales has taken no chances.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just
He's waking everyone up, and he's got his backpack on the ground with the mouth of it open, and he's just, you know, when people like swipe their arm to clear a table.
Yep.
He's sort of doing the opposite. He's just kind of like scooping everything in a pile and like shoving it in the mouth of his backpack because he ain't losing his stuff, but the notion of sorting it neatly is gone.
Future Scales' problem.
That's his problem. Yeah.
That hour of sorting out the fucking window.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Scales then wakes everyone up. I'm not going to say this has ruined your long rest, but it certainly hasn't helped. What would you like to do? As that seismic activity, that shaking of the ground and the pebbles and the dust falling from the top of this chamber begin to subside.
If we wake up while that's happening, can we make checks to see if we know what it was?
Yeah, I would very much like to do something that I have definitely at one or at probably many points in my life definitely done. I would like to put my ear to the ground and try to get a sense of what I'm dealing with. Because as a scout tracking troops.
Yeah, that's fair. So what I'm gonna say though is that the DC for this will be quite high, given that it is like by the time you wake up and by the time Scales shouts and you kind of go, what the fuck, and you rub your eyes and whatever else. And I get that Robert is used to waking up on a like a pinprick. And wait 1 second now. Yeah. So I will say the DC for this is 22, and you're going to make a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
What were you hoping for? Survival?
Investigation, actually. But
Invest-
perception.
Yeah,
Perception.
unfortunately, you're listening to the
Perception's
ground.
good.
You're not. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
looking in.
Yeah, no worries. Perception. Am I not moving more than half my speed for the round when I do that?
Describe that ability, because if it's a vision-based thing.
No, it's just perception checks.
Okay. Well, then I'll give you advantage.
It's where is it? It says steady eye, but I don't think it's steady eye. Like it says nothing about things you can
Starting
see.
at 9th level, the advantage
Perception
if you move no more than. Look, this isn't. It's not going to reveal a crazy plot point.
Okay,
so
okay,
look,
okay.
I'm going to give it to you on this one.
Where's my-
22, my friend. There's a 7 inspos in the pool there, thanks to on your end. If you would like to, maybe drop one. You don't have
How
to.
did I roll that shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have
Look,
an inspiration. I'll use my inspiration.
so you're going to use
and
your
then-
own personal inspiration, not one of the.
I'll use
one of the-
mine and
no.
then I'll add one to my sheet from there.
Not from the. All right. Okay. Cool.
Okay, let's try this one more time. Please don't fuck me. There we go. 27.
27. Robert, you remember something clicks with you, and the movement and the rhythm of that thing reminds you very specifically of that purple worm you saw. The very, very top of the mine shaft.
A small little part of Robert's mind is like, poison.
Purple worm.
Weighing the both pros and consequences, like no, it's not worth it. It's like, yeah, it's that big ass worm that came through the last time.
You've traveled for weeks. It seems kind of strange that it's here now.
I think it might be looking for us.
Could be a second worm.
Could be.
Or
Well, could be multiple.
So I remember being told
it's still fleeing.
when I was in
something.
school a little bit that if you cut a worm in two, that both ends become a worm as well. So maybe it's not the second one. Maybe it's turned into two
Don't
worms.
think a purple worm is the same kind of worm.
Well, maybe it's even like more special.
Alex, you said it was fleeing from something before, didn't you? Back when you were in the mines.
Also, when Scales has delivered that line, he's gonna put on some sunglasses, turn and walk away.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to Erixium.
No, he was talking to the group.
I
Sorry.
said also some directions
Nope.
as well.
Oh,
Carrie,
damn.
what did you say?
I also said to Erixium there that you'd said this thing was fleeing something before, didn't you?
Sure seemed that way.
We need a move. And Ren's gonna hand dispel hand wave the bone just kind of, as his hand kind of goes around, kind of begins to spiral down to back into the runes that was chalked onto the ground.
So I misunderstood it because I thought it was running from the super duper Umbra Hulk.
No.
No. It's running from something you haven't seen yet.
No, the Umber Hulks just were coincidentally in the same chamber.
Yeah.
I think the Umbra
okay,
Hulks were
okay,
running from
okay.
it, and it was running.
Because I was
from
like,
something
is
else.
this really the thing that thing's running from? This makes no sense.
No. This thing's running from like a fucking baby Tarask or something.
Don't give him ideas.
He
Oh,
is
it's not
now.
my ideas.
It's a
Baby
worm ass.
Trask. I don't need.
It could be. Would we know that Drow occasionally work tame purple worms?
All right, look, I mean, it seems a very specific piece of information for you to know, but what I am more interested in is this specific piece of information. Are you staying the night here, or are you heading on?
If Scales is telling us to move, Ren's getting ready to move.
Okay, so you are canceling your long rest. You're breaking it in two.
I'm assuming we can still get a short rest for the meantime.
I'm happy to say you can get a short rest. So it's up to you to you know, this thing seems to have passed.
No, there was blood on the sand. There was blood on the sand. It's not good. I have a bad feeling.
This seems a bit.
I don't catch that reference, but
Robert, what time is it? You're good at that stuff.
I'm
If Scales
okay.
wants us
So
to move on.
like I agree that the key mind feed tells you what time it is at any given point of the day, but I feel like it would be really hard to tell with no sound.
Oh, I feel like we've just came up with it. Like I'd say during the weeks, Ren and Robert just devised a system that they're just keeping track.
Your sleeping schedule has gone to shit right now, right?
Yeah,
So
fair.
it's actually 3 o'clock in the day on the surface, but you were halfway through a rest.
If Scales thinks we should move, then we should move.
Yeah.
Thumbs
Their
up.
powers have said we need to go now.
Right, then get moving.
We
Okay.
need to leave.
Now, go do it. Get out of here. So that is okay. So what I'm gonna do is move you on then, and so why can't I take up these little motherfuckers? Right click.
When we leveled up, did we get the abilities granted to us or not? Because
You
we
got the
finished a long
abilities, but
rest?
you should. I see everyone's hit points have gone right up the top. They shouldn't have.
Well, I've taken. Well, no, they automatically do. I've taken mine down. You want me to revert it?
No, I'm just saying that until you get your long rest, you won't be up at your maximum hit points.
I
but
would
Yeah,
we
sort
get
of
our
reverse the
spells.
health.
That whole
what it was,
combat was
standing.
such fucking bollocks that you guys took fuck all damage.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
Scales had taken no damage. Or,
I
don't
didn't
like
take
that.
any damage before the rest. Also, I can take a short rest to gain
Stuff.
1d10 hit points.
Pretty
That's
sure
still
Elixium took like a mighty fucking shield bash and took like 50 odd points. Right?
Okay, moving
Steven,
on
you
then.
hardly
And in
counted it air damages as well, have you? No.
No, I just took mine.
4
I have no
hours
idea.
time.
It was-
Where the fuck are they fucking? Come on, see. Hello, there we go. In. Sorry,
Do you still
my
need those
ultimate
con saves from
acting
stuff?
the shit fuck. I will in a second. Yeah, don't you worry about that. It's
Oh,
coming
look,
at
you just
you.
got short rest.
Okay, cool. So, who took a short rest? Everyone. So if you want to roll hit dice, that's fine. You will have your new level up class abilities. You will not have the max hit points.
Scales and Erixium, I don't think took a short rest because we were active. I assume.
That's.
What else?
I think sitting keeping watch counts as a short rest. You're doing nothing but talking.
Okay.
I will say I'll go back down to 50.
Okay,
Let's try this. I want to pull a fast one, Dave.
What are you doing?
I'll do a second wind before we rest.
Second wind. Okay, nice. That's all right. So lovely. Look at that 6. As you move on, then, is there anything else anyone wishes to do before I continue my
Okay. I'm up to
exposition?
full.
We're okay. As you move on, you're pushing it. So first off, I need Constitution saving throws DC 12, or we're going to start taking points of exhaustion. So don't roll yet. I'm going to go around the houses here, Robert. Constitution
first?
saving. Yeah,
That's scary.
Constitution saving throws DC 12.
I'm not good
Erixium.
at these, so wish me luck, guys.
What
second.
they before all these rolls start, before result is said, do you want to establish a marching order on how close people would be, because they get an automatic +5 if they're within 10 of Erixium when the save is made?
I think if you are the way I have you, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everyone's going to be in it. So I'm happy to say that
Cool.
everyone has it.
No, I just
The
don't want to.
yeah,
cheat
that's
the-
cool. That's a DC 12 con save. You do not take a point of exhaustion, Robert. Now,
Thank you.
next up, Mazelu. DC 12 con save, please. As we're pushing through the
16.
night. Nice. Erixium.
Oh, 16.
16. Ren.
1 second, dear. My sheet's just frozen on me. Go. 14.
9 plus 5 is 14. Fortunately, you fail it. You're going to take a point of exhaustion.
Can I use a boon?
You can use a boon or a point of inspiration, whichever you like.
So it was DC. Wait, it was DC 12, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you got 14. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's my able to overtired brain. You are successful.
Oh, you're fine. You take a point of exhaustion.
I already have 5, Ren. So Scales, you're up next. And I DC 12 Constitution saving throw, or I'll take a point of exhaustion. That is a 19.
31.
31.
Boo, yeah. I told you Scales said he didn't feel like he needed a rest.
Scales takes a point of inexhaustion and just gets loads of boons and bonuses. And last but not least, who's piloting Darak?
I'll roll it, I suppose.
You normally pilot Darak.
I normally get him killed, is what I normally do.
It's alright, it's alright.
Sorry, just waiting for the sheet to load. Wasn't expecting to do it. So 15.
15 will do it. I should have moved you to another map. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Waiting for it to show up on stream.
Can I just say Ren probably wouldn't be on front?
You guys can move yourselves to wherever you would wish.
Probably. It's not back here.
And as you move in now, you can see what looks like a rather strange chamber. So it's gone from this sort of, don't move in just too far yet before I describe what's going on. So as you move, you've been traveling down this corridor for another 4 hours. You do feel the weight of this rest that you did not take weighing heavily on your shoulders. The heat and the oppressiveness of the temperature has cooled off a little bit, but there are still pockets of this very, very hot gas that will sort of jet up through the floor through these cracks. They're not gonna like melt the skin from your faces or anything, but they are quite uncomfortable. And Scales, and Arixium, as you walk into this, it's the first cavern you've seen in quite some time. You can see now the sand is this bright pink color with this sort of blue hue to it, almost like it's almost as if some giant creature has just come in, not like the color of this sand, and just drop some blue sand on top of it. So there are different types of colors of sand. The rocks and the sides of the cavern jut out with these incredibly pointy and dangerous looking rocks. You can see in the middle of this chamber what looks like a very, very strange, I love all the shit that's going on in the Roll20 chat. Very, very strange. And I'm going to zoom in and get my Techno Mistress to zoom in as well. What looks like a placement of flagstones that have no business being here. Amidst all of these weird trees and fungi and strange growths, you can see 2 skeletons lying on these flagstones who have clearly died in agony, their skeletal frames contorted in what seems like the worst pain imaginable. They look like they died a horrific death. You hear from somewhere north the rush of water again, and there is a light mist in this corridor, almost as if there's steam filtering in from another chamber. Breakfast wizard chess in the chat. What would you like to do?
I've just realised I've had the wrong AC for the last forever when I cast Mage Armor.
There's a divine sense dropped. 60 feet or 30 feet?
60.
60. Can you measure that out for me again?
If my mouse cooperates, I can.
I can do it.
Yeah, no. So it's the far side,
Yeah.
basically to the bush, and then in a circumference.
Oh, okay.
So about there.
Yeah, you get no sense of anything that is Fey Fiend or undead.
Consecrated, desecrated? Because that looks like an altar.
It is not consecrated or desecrated, and it is not an altar.
Cool, just had to check. It looks sacrificial.
I get
It's not an altar.
Not an
It's
altar.
not an altar.
Actually, Dave, I will
Hmm.
say there is definitely undead within 60 feet of Rexium right now.
Yes, that's true.
You're
Yeah.
ignoring your rotten parasite because it's your ear, your arm, your fucking.
Yeah.
It's just the whole of Ren at this point.
Yeah.
So Ren's
It's
gonna be a
also-
zombie by the end of the square.
So do feel free
The
to walk
end?
into this chamber now if you wish.
I'm still alive now. Scales,
Oh,
don't
nah.
touch any of the plants.
Think we'll be able to take a
I
rest
wasn't
here.
going to.
How tall is this
immediately started
chamber?
walking towards it.
What you have is it's easily 100 feet high.
Orixium can see 120 into darkness, both standard and magical. And on that roof.
Make a perception check.
Giant roper.
That is an 8. There's a few stalactites. Scales. As you move into that blue sand,
Uh-oh.
you see now. Scales doesn't wear boots. He's just got his little clawed feet, doesn't he?
No, he's got his flame slippers on, but his claws stick out through. He
Okay,
ripped
that's fine.
his
That's
claws
fine.
through them.
Just to help me with my description here. As you walk in there now, you see all this blue sort of sparkly stuff just sort of travel up you. And
Up me.
Up you, yeah, until your whole skin, you're like Robert Pattinson, the vampire guy from that movie.
Not,
You're
not this
glowing.
Robert.
Don't pretend you
You're-
don't know.
You're glowing now.
Did
I
it
forget the
move?
name, but Twilight, yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Never
Um,
watched it, thankfully.
Forgot.
I've
What?
watched Twilight like 6 times.
Oh, I've watched it with her like loads of times. She brought me to the cinema. She loves it.
She doesn't
You
Ditto.
fucking love it.
No, she loves the book.
Claim it. The books were amazing, in fairness, and the movies are they're movies.
Look, I mean, yeah, they weren't great, but I do remember them. I just forgot the name. Go on.
Does this cover me because it came up like a cloud of dust, or does it crawl up me like nanites from Stargate?
It crawls up you like little tiny ants, little tiny blue ants.
I
Can I
Replicator.
feel them crawling on me?
Oh, you sure can. They're all over you now. Unsub for Twilight speak. Sorry, Rory Kai.
I will say I've actually watched Twilight multiple times and I really enjoy that. It's one of the better animes I've seen.
Very good. Scales, yeah, you are now
do-
covered in what seems to be tiny, tiny blue crawling insects. They're all over you. You're in no pain. They are kind of sparkly.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
and they all-
Scales is going to be like he's going to have his arms out, kind of rotating them and like tweaking his scales like a muscle builder tweaks his muscles so that he can like watch them glitter and stuff. And he's holding his tail as high as he can hold it, so the torch is like above him, so that he's probably starting to look a bit like a disco ball, with disco scales.
Okay.
Do any of us have any understanding of what these things could be?
I don't like being a no DM, so I'm gonna say, would you like to roll me history check? DC for this is 28.
Anyone?
Yep,
But DC's what?
28.
28.
For history? Fucking hell. Actually, I don't
This
think I can
is
hit that.
yeah. Well, you can. Well, if you get a nat 20, we'll talk.
Yeah, if it was a nat 20, I was going to boot it and see.
This shit is. Oh, look at that, 23,
I
buddy.
know.
Boom.
This shit is like, it's very, very localized. It's very, very underdarky. You would have to be like, it would have to be something, a really good reason that you sort of read about this or like know about it.
Scales, get out of the blue.
But it's sparkly.
Get out of the blue. We're in the Underdark. Anything down here can kill you.
Fine.
Your blue dabba-dee dabba-da.
Slowly.
And he'll walk like forward slowly to this gap he sees between the two patches of blue.
You can see now that patch of blue begins to sort of sort of almost as if to follow you. Its shape changes, and you're now standing in blue again.
Oh, so it followed me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Scales isn't still overly concerned, but maybe there's like a modicum of concern starting to bloom. So he's going to step over here, and then
Okay.
towards these rocks over here.
Okay. It kind of crawls out a little bit, but it doesn't tend to kind of leave that general area.
No.
So
Like graboids, they
General area.
walk on stone.
what the
Now
fuck is D-range? Sorry, what's Mazzelli doing with his warhammer?
As I walk into this blank space in this corner, I'm just swinging my hammer in case there's something there that we can't see.
Just like swinging in the middle.
Just
in
swinging
there.
it like different heights, just to make sure nothing's sitting there
It does not connect with anything.
unseeable.
Now that Scales is within 10 feet, I'm going to use prestidigitation to try to blast those things back off it.
I assume they fell off me when I stepped out of the puddle. No.
Just in case.
Oh, they're on you.
Oh, okay.
And on what?
Eat them.
Eat them.
Fucking
lick
like
them. Yeah, unfortunately, prestidigitation is not going to do this. These are living creatures, and they found a new home. So you're not cleaning dirt off somebody, as it were.
Everyone's
fair
gonna
enough.
have a parasite.
So what I will say though is Eryxium, as you stand before this strange tiled square, you can see two humanoid skeletons, look to be quite tall humans maybe, lying there in complete agony. You can see though, none of this now. The map may lie here, but this is exactly what it looks like. None of this blue stuff is anywhere near these tiles. And furthermore, can I get a survival check, please, or a perception, your choice?
Yeah, perception, as it actually has a modifier.
Okay.
Oh, 11. Let's inspo because that's what the pool's there for.
Okay, we're gonna hit an inspo there.
Hitting an inspo technomancer, please, and thank you. Much
Alright,
better.
are we all
19.
rolling
Wait,
it or
boon
just
it-
Eryxium?
No,
I've-
this is
I've
just
a
this is
boon.
just
Don't
Eryxium.
I have a boon.
Oh, sorry.
I've 2 boons. Let's boon it up because this feels
Okay.
important.
That's a 4 for 23.
23.
Eryxium, there are tracks through this area, and they all very, very obviously go around this thing. They do not go over it.
Got a funny feeling. The humanoid.
With a 23, a lot of the tracks have 6 legs.
6. Did riders have 6 or 8?
Oh, no, 6 and 2
Six.
arms.
Yeah.
Is it 6 and 2 arms?
Yep.
That's what I was trying to figure out in my own head, but I don't want to sound stupid.
It could be just 3 Duragar walking in tandem.
Sharing the same pair of trousers.
It's at
What
this
the
point you see these black armor-plated scorpions with these large tails with a red stripe all the way up them. The tails poised to strike, dripping this acidic and sickening-looking poison. And they all spring out from beneath this sandy dirt. I think this is a good place to take our break.
Dave, I'm not forgiving you for this one.
No, wait to see what they can do, buddy.
I'm
Thank you,
supposed to be a
everyone,
copper dragon, not a
for
blue
sticking
sparkly
with us. Shit's gonna hit the fan. There's no purple worm, don't worry. That's a bit too much for them at this stage. We will see you soon. Thanks for sticking with us, and probably 5 or 10 minutes. We love you all. Thanks for joining us for episode 68 of the Sopherone Saga, In the Belly of the Beast. What beast could I possibly be thinking about or speaking about? We'll find out.
Hugo
And
Stiglitz.
You're very welcome back to part 2 of episode 68 of the Sopherone Saga. I should change the music because as they were exploring this area, you saw several of these night scorpions begin to make their way out of the sand, burrow out of their sand.
They're bad, man.
In such a way as to almost ambush our friends here, and that they have. Can I get everyone to roll initiative, please?
I like how Dave says our friends like he's our friend.
Yeah, I am really.
Right.
5.
The DM is
Friends don't hurt each other like this, Dave. Come on.
No, they don't. They
Oh, it's a night like the night, not a night. For fuck's sake.
My initiative thing isn't working. Why is it frozen?
don't. You're in there, 7.12.
Okay.
Sorry, viewers, I'm just finishing my Banshee balance. What's up?
It's funny because when you were holding it, I was like, "Is he eating Space Invaders?" And then it was like,
No.
it's the same. It's the same thing essentially, though.
Banshee bones are salt vinegar, space riders, I think with pickled onion.
Pickled onion.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're fucking
But
both
I mean, the same
delicious.
type of crisp, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were the same as
made from
every
maize.
crisp in the 90s. Fucking
They're
popcorn.
amazing.
Do you remember
Fucking
the
Robert,
Transformers
as
ones?
usual. Oh god, yeah.
They used to be able to put the wheels on the cars and like.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a blast from the fucking past.
Robots in disguise.
Okay, so friendies, can I get a steer on the music? How's the music in our chat here? Is it loud enough? Because I like it.
Good for me.
I like it a lot.
I'm turning it up a little bit. Unfortunately, there is no surprise round for these guys. I'm not that mean. We have 5 of them, so let's go. Robert, you were up first. What would you like to do?
I will, first things first, I will move up to there. Bonus action on this guy, he needs to make a deception check.
Ha! Oh, fuck. Which guy?
The one at the bottom, he needs to beat a 25. If it's
He
not
needs
possible
to
for him,
be
then I might roll a 20. never
Look,
know.
he's mine. He's got a charisma of 3.
He might roll a 20, Dave. You don't know. See?
Oh,
You
that's a
don't know.
7. I mean, with a -3, that's not too bad. Okay, cool. So yeah,
Okay,
so, there's
so I got the sneak attack on him regardless of
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that's fine. Roll to hit.
Yes, sir. I will hit him with a. We'll start off light. Let's do a silver dagger of returning.
19 to hit. Let's find out what these creatures' AC are as I get to my night scorpion up here. Now, can I just say who has dark vision and who does not have dark vision? Because it's quite dark here. So anyone carrying torches?
Gales has a torch.
Scales has a torch out. I can
Okay.
see.
Okay, so where's your
Scales.
torch? Okay, and so you can
It's
see.
lighting up. I can definitely see these guys.
Okay, that's cool.
according
No
to-
worries. That's all right. Let's go. So that is a 19 to hit for what is it? 24 points of damage against this one.
Yes. it
Which
will.
one?
Okay. This one down here.
Why 24? Would it not be 19 points?
Sorry, I was at 19. Oh, no, 19 to hit. Sorry, I was at 19 and 5. 14, it says 19, so I will give it another 5 hit points back. Plus 5. Okay, your silver dagger returning spins end over end, and it is squelching sound between these chitinous armor plates, and you hear the scorpion screeches. You see its teeth going. It looks at you now, and it's even hungrier.
No,
Anything else you'd like to do?
no, it's not, Dave. It's.
Oh,
he's-
it's hungry.
He's afraid. That's what's up.
That took
Okay.
all 19 points there, yeah?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, 19 points.
Just checking.
Okay. That's
Yep.
my turn.
Orixium, what would you like to do?
Oh shit, I'm next. What?
Yeah.
I caught off guard in my accountancy.
Yeah.
Pen down. Don't touch the tile.
Hand down, sword up.
Imminent death. Oh, squishy wizard in between me and brother armored dragon. Fuck it, sword drawn into the blue goo. 5, 10, and swinging the longsword at this one.
Okay, roll to hit.
Schmuck and a pancake.
13. Its AC is 14.
Let's hit the inspo pool.
Oh, you're gonna hit the inspo pool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go again. Let's get that one, please. That's a 14. Just what you need. That is a hit. What'd you like to do? 13 plus 4.
No, not plus 4. The magical plus 4 should not be engaged,
Okay,
so it is just 13.
Yeah, your longsword sings out, and you can see now it cuts off one edge of it of one of its 6 legs, and it screeches in agony and turns towards you now. It's 2 huge pincers on either side, looking to go for what might be a classic pincer movement.
Well, now that I have its attention, let's swing again.
22 for another 6. Yeah, that hurts. Okay, yeah, the second one sings across there, and you can see it takes off one of these chitinous plates, and it tears off with a squelch, so you can see with it coming viscera and skin from underneath whatever way it was attached. If you've ever seen it, like a fingernail get pulled off a finger, it kind of looks like that. It takes a lot of.
I have seen that.
Stringy, yeah. It takes a few of these stringy bits coming with it. Anything else you'd like to do?
Not currently. No, that'll do.
Okay, Mazzello.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a classic here and do the old Spirit Guardians.
Indeed, and they are usually armored dragonborn. Am I correct?
You are indeed correct.
Love it.
So that's an 18, and I'm basically just going to wander up to here and have it start doing its thing.
Okay.
And I've already got my Warhammer in hand as well, so...
Nice, okay. You know how to throw a thing in your token, don't you? The aura?
Indeed,
yeah.
I do. I will do that.
I will say... Was that it? Well done.
Nice.
Drowning pool?
Nice.
Oh my god, you did it by accident! I was like, for fuck's sake. I was like, drowning... Well, drowning pool is much better. Jeez, I was like, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, and I will point out I have not used a single inspiration from this pool yet. Is that it from Zelu?
It is indeed, yeah.
I can't see your aura, I'm afraid.
I'm just doing it now. Sorry.
That's okay. No worries.
This
That's okay. That's okay. This one. Which one is my guy here?
You see that now?
Oh yeah. Yes, I can. So this fella here is going to let's see. Okay, 5. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to just check their movement. I've moved him a little bit further back than he should be. My speed is 40 feet. That's not too bad. So we were there. Sorry, I'm going to move him. He was there. So we're going to go 5. Why is it not moving into the fucking squares? 10. This seems
too large.
The squares are off for the grid, I think.
Did you put a grid on the map?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's the token. The token is bigger than it's midway through the sizes, Dave.
Yeah, but it's not clicking into a square.
That's why I think it's the size of the token.
15. Okay.
Oh yeah, just click into the center of the squares, not.
Why is that?
It's clicking because it's a medium creature. It's clicking to the middle of the cross, not the
Okay, right.
squares.
20. That's fucking weird. It's gonna move down to about there. I think so. Yeah, I know, right? We're moving on. Hey, Fargrim the Barbarian. Hello. It's you're very welcome along. We've got some night scorpions here, and there's gonna be some fucking shit happening here. So this one is gonna. It's got a reach of 5 feet. So that's gonna. Yeah, it is a larger creature. That's a stupid token. It's going to make 3 attacks. In fact, you know what? It's not. It's going to make... It's a multi-attack. It's going to make 1 attack with its claw. Against Eryxium. It's a 14 to hit.
Swing and a miss.
Okay. And it's going to use its other attack. Yeah, it's just going to use its other attacks. 3 attacks. 2 with its claws and 1 with its sting. Here comes the second claw. That's a 9, and here comes the sting. That's an 18.
Deflection off the armor.
What's your AC?
21
I think I'm gonna
with the possibility to bounce to 26.
fucking dickhead. Well, then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a little inspiration. I'm gonna go sing again then. Not 20, not 20, not 20. Keep well. 17?
No.
No. Okay, so that's it. Next up is this Night Scorpion here, and it is going to move to here. And, sorry, it's in your space. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to alt these tokens. It is going to make a shove attack. So, how do I make a shove attack, lads? It's a D20, isn't it?
Contested strength.
Athletics.
Test the strength, is it?
Tested strength. Okay, here we go. So, where's the strength? Boop. That's a 9. I'm going to have to fucking hit one of those inspo pools again, because this is an important one for me. Oh, lads, for fuck's sake. That's a nat 1.
Does that count as an attack?
No, it's a contested strength check. It's not a fumble. It's not a fumble. So, obviously, we take the new roll, don't we? We don't take the better roll.
Yeah, the new one. I think
Yeah,
is the way
okay, unfortunately, well, that is a nat 1. Rixie, would you like to roll a contested strength check and tell me if you get a nat 1, please?
Sure. No, that would be a 10.
Even on that one, you can't get lower than the 5, right?
This anyway.
Good check.
So this thing that it attempts to shove you back and it doesn't get anywhere, and you can see now it's like its little pincers are kind of like snapping wildly as it looks quite hungry. Scale, that's all I can do. Scales, what would you like to do?
So Scales is going to enter a rage.
Yeah.
And instinctively pounce. I think he'll pounce towards the one's attacking Rixium. So 5, 10. So he'll pounce up to here. Well, wait to where the torch just went. Beside Rixium. And he's going to recklessly attack the one immediately to his left, who is attacking.
First off,
His
okay.
Rixium.
Before you do that, I need to just be doubly clear. This is it's a pretty serious combat now, right? So I need to know: would anything from your divine sense have detected anything from the Shadowfell?
Not unless it was specifically desecrate, consecrate.
I don't think it
undead.
would. Okay, cool. That's grand. I just wanted to double check.
Dave,
Yes.
Shadow touched feet. Would that have any, like, it doesn't give me any specific benefits to that, but Ren is touched by the Shadowfell.
You were
That's-
touched.
You've been touched by more things than a fucking.
Show us on the doll.
Dark,
where it
not in the
touched
turn
you.
order. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you should add Derek to the turn order here as well.
Oh shit! All right, I'll do it.
That's okay.
I'm not asking for a check or anything, but just
No. Unfortunately, nothing yet. Maybe if you go over and lick the flagstones around you might.
No.
catch
There's two
something
corpses
from
on the
it.
flagstones, and actually, did that scorpion try and shove Barixium onto the flagstones?
It just tried to shove him.
Okay, good see, right?
That's a 2.13.
That's a nat 1.
Right, I know. Yeah.
Good old Derek.
It's a short dwarf flex. He's actually outside the cave. He's running in.
Keep in mind as well, he's not leveled.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do now is sorry, Scales. What are you doing? Sorry for cutting across.
So he has raged and he has jumped up to there, and he is going to recklessly attack with his longsword the scorpion right here. So that is a 21 to hit.
When you want to hit his AC, it's 14. And can I just say, Scales, that when you do rage again, your ancestral guardians, they pop out, and again they're all wearing these heavy robes, and there's a look of deep sadness in their eyes. They just stand by and they pull out their weapons again and ready themselves for another battle, and kind of part of you, without an insight check, kind of realizes that one of them looks at you and cocks his head and goes, "This fucker gets in a lot of fights."
almost like he's adventuring and looking for fights.
Indeed. Would you like to so that's 13 points of that. Sorry, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage and an extra attack on the same target
Yes.
for a 27 to hit for another 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Your what are you using? Your longsword, your pointy pinner?
My pointy pinner.
-9. Yeah, you drive the longsword in first off with a sort of a straight ahead piercing motion. It goes in underneath the thing's mandibles, and you twist and pull it out, spin across, and you can see now it takes off the right mandible. It sails across the cavern and lands against it with a tick, 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 tick. It screeches.
And this chap is also has the speed reduced by 10.
This fella. Here.
Yeah. The one that I was attacking, their speed is reduced by 10.
I'll stick a little net on him so we know.
Let me just check when that ends. It's the slasher feat. Speed until the start of my next turn.
Slasher. Okay, cool. Moving on then, if that's it for you.
That is it for scale.
This Night Scorpion here is going to move down. It's fucking did it? Sorry, that didn't mean to go there. Right, so you're going to go 5, 10, 15. It's going to attempt to shove attack against Mizelu. Mizelu, it's contested strength check. Boop. That's a 12. Plus a boon. Is a D4.
19.
Okay, so I've got a 13. Yeah, unfortunately, that does not do it. It tries to shove you that way.
And it just came into the thing, so I need a wisdom save, please.
Yes, you do indeed. Coming at you with the wisdom save. Boop. That is a 3. So how much damage does it take from your spirit guardians? Thank you for the fucking... Yes, thank you for the boon, Wifling.
18 points of radiant damage.
18 points of fucking radiant damage.
I think it's the best I've ever rolled on it, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And as per our rule, we keep that for the duration of the spell.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, these dragonborn, spectral dragonborn sweeping around in this maelstrom just begin to tear this thing apart. You can see small chunks of it flying off and almost becoming part of this tornado of doom. Oh, I saw Tornado of Doom for Slayer 99. The SFX. That is all this fella can do. This one here. Where is he gone now?
Where?
That's this fella up here. Okay, so he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna move to there. And he's gonna try. You know what? I think we'll just make a couple of boop, boop, boop. That's a 19, a 6, and a 20. Against
Anorexium.
Yeah.
Clang, clang, clong. No hits.
What's your AC again?
21. But if these things look menacing, it can become 26 real quick.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna add a boon to the 20 to make it a 22. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, let's see.
You gonna let it in? That's the tail.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's see. Why not?
Okay, so go.
I will. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, no.
As this happens, a silvery duplicate of Scales rushes forward at that attacking creature and distracts it, and it must re-roll its d20 and use the lower roll.
Silvery Barbarian.
Silver Barbarian. And then I also choose that Erexium.
8, so that misses. Okay, that's cool.
misses.
Let's go.
And Erexium has advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Lovely. And we're almost getting to the bottom of the turn. Let's go again with Ren then.
I'm gonna cast telekinesis
Okay.
because I don't like this thing being this close, and I want it to go away. So, I want to drop that in. So I'm gonna. It doesn't really have because telekinesis is it's dumb the way it's worded. It doesn't really explain how that kind of would play out.
All right.
So
Are you asking me how it's going to play out?
yeah, so like you've gained the ability to move or manipulate creatures or objects by
Mhm.
thought. When you cast a spell as your action each round for the duration, you can exert your will on a creature or object you can see within range. They're causing the appropriate effect below. You can affect the same target round after round or choose a new one. Creature, you can try to move a huge or smaller creature. Make an ability check with your spell casting check, contested by your creature strength. Oh, it does. Okay, I misread that before. So I need to make basically an Arcana check versus a Strength check to basically pick this thing up and chuck it with my mind.
Okay, cool. So where are you going to chuck it?
Well, there's 2 corpses on that altar,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to try chuck it onto the altar.
Okay. It's not an altar, it's just a set
Well,
of flagstone.
Then there's 2 dead things on the flagstone, so I'm wondering if the flagstone's magically killed it. So that's 15, and I'm going to boom that.
Okay, so what are we trying to do here? I need
Your
to...
strength check.
It needs a strength check. They're great at these, as we've all fucking seen. So +2 in this. What did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Oh shit.
I choked.
Okay, Ren, where would you like to put it?
So basically, just for flavor, Ren just kind of reaches out, and then its like legs just kind of curl in slightly as Ren lifts it up and then just slams it on its face onto these flagstones.
Okay, cool. So,
It doesn't do damage,
this
but I
one
moved
here?
it out of the way. I moved it away from me. Yeah, it's that
This one
there.
here. Okay. So you plop it onto the thing there.
Yeet.
Magic murder.
Cool. Magic murder. I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from this creature. The DC for this is 18. That's a 17. For the sake of you not knowing what this could do, I'm gonna burn one of the inspos.
Well,
We're
you can
gonna
boon
have-
it.
I don't have a boon anymore. Here we go. So we're gonna go again. It's
Can I just
unlikely.
give you one?
I used it straight away. Here we go. Boop.
Oh.
That's unfortunate, isn't it?
Okay, well that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So it's failed its wisdom saving throw.
The dice gods are trying to give you a message.
I was gonna give you a boon, but it's illegal for us to do it in the games we're in.
It's gonna take 8d10 necrotic damage. It's gonna take 38
Wizardly
points
bullshit.
of damage. As you see it land on these flagstones, minus 38. And it begins to screech. You see it's on its back now. The tail slashing and swishing. The 6 legs screeching as it tries to right itself, and it will attempt to move off that platform
It's
before the end of its next turn.
until the end of my next turn, the creature is restrained.
That's fine. Okay, well, you're going to concentrate on keeping it there.
Yep.
Ermagerd, Lumbering Paddy says, "Oh my God, magic murder, Magic Mike's psychotic brother, indeed." What the fuck? Okay, cool. So, is that it for Ren? Yes.
I can't really see. I can't really see where the blue shit is underneath this Mizelu's aura. So I'm
maybe
trying to avoid it.
Mizzelu could change the color of the.
Maybe Rain can just walk in the blue stuff.
Well, like I can kind of see where the difference in texture is. So I think here is clear. From what I can see, I'm just gonna go through and get to here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Run away, run away, run away,
Now,
run away.
does
run away,
Mazzello
run
know
away.
if they right-click their character token, go to the gear on the bottom left, and scroll down, they can have token aura and put it in there?
I did
Instead,
not.
yeah.
You tell me that every time, and every time I forget it because I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, that's what I thought you'd done. Oh, you
No,
just
I did
used the
draw
measure
circle
tool.
thing, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, that's what I thought you'd done. Okay, is
Because
that it
I'm
for
an
Ren?
idiot.
Then this Night Scorpion here
Yeah,
is
and for
going to make
context,
its
when I
move.
slammed it, I
5,
gripped it by the tail, spun it around, and
10,
then slammed it down.
15, 20. So it's moved in here. So it's gonna. It needs to make a
Wisdom
wisdom
save,
saving throw
please.
straight
Yeah.
away.
18
13.
points.
Fucking hell, lads. Okay, cool. It's gonna take 18 points of damage.
That one's
Again,
only
as
taken
you're-
like, you know.
As your spectral dragonborn spiritual guardian just swirl around the stream elements. Drew Kane, just subscribe. Thanks very much, Drew Kane. You're very welcome along. The spectral dragonborn just fly around again, tearing chunks of this creature off. It looks around for a possible enemy, and it's like it doesn't see anything, but it sees you, Mazzelli, and it's going to attempt a shove attack. So we're going to have to do a contested strength check here, coming at you like Cleopatra. It's a 10.
That's a 10.
It was a strength save, my friend. Is it
Oh,
the same
sorry.
thing? It's still the same thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So we're gonna have to go again.
Okay.
So we're gonna go strength check versus strength check. Do you wanna go first?
No, you.
Here we go. Boop.
Oh, that's tough.
Ah, fuck, lads. That's shit. Okay.
But you know what? I'll use an inspo.
You're gonna use the inspo? Okay. Oh, there's 2 left. 2 left in the pool now. You're gonna use the inspo.
So 12. So still doesn't beat it. But then I'll boon it. So we draw again.
So we draw again. We're gonna have to re-roll again. There's 1 inspo left in the pool.
Okay, I'm getting ready to call it.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go
Fuck it.
first?
No, I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going in that fucking thing.
No, you're not.
And because I'm the DM, I'm not going to use that last
won't.
inspo.
Okay.
No,
fair.
I think that it would be. What's that? Oh, I have a personal one. So, hold on now. It's 8d10.
Techno Kately, that was a low blow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to use that. If I have a personal one, I'm going to use it. Here we go.
Okay, I will remember this on Tuesday.
It's an 18.
Okay, but I have a personal one too. So I can use that one.
So you need to beat an 18.
This is like these
So
two are
17
wrestling on the ground at this point.
Plus, I have another boon. So that's a 19.
That
I'm
is
not going in that
somebody fucking
square.
clipped this fucking soap opera of dice rolls. Holy fucking shit.
Those,
Brett
Mazzelli's
just gave me a
wrestling the
boon.
Scorpion.
But the boon was after the effect.
No, I'm not going to use the boon now, but I appreciate it. That was fucking unbelievable. Okay, cool. That's all that night Scorpion can do. Robert, you're up. What are you doing?
Uploads on the ground. Uploads on the
I'm like your ass, then you be on the ground.
I'm looking at the guy going like, but you must have put the poison into my glass. It just went back and forth for a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Brett says he gave. Well, look, don't worry about it. It's great. It's grand. I think that's happy with the outcome here.
Only a great fool would step
Soap
into the
opera
square.
boons his neighbors, booning
just
away.
Just love the idea that I'm holding my hammer like that, and the scorpion's grabbed it, and it's kind of
back
pushy, and
and
we're
forth.
like,
Yeah. In the
Uh,
side dish.
While the scorpion is engaged with Mazzello, I'll step up behind it and do the
Yes.
stabby.
Okay. Roll to hit, my friend.
First attack coming at it, it's going to be a Do I want to do the thing? You know what? I'm gonna do the thing.
Boon City.
Why not? I will
What are you doing
action. I'm pretty sure these guys are resistant to poison, but fuck it. We try. I will action. Use my dagger of venom,
Okay.
and then I will action surge and attack it with my dagger of venom.
Okay, so you're going to use your action to activate
Speak
your dagger of venom. York City. And then you're gonna go. Okay, let's go. Let's see how these night scorpions feel about poison.
Yeah, they probably don't give a fuck, but they, gambling
Look,
is.
there's only
what I
one way to
like.
find out. Let's activate a dagger of venom. 27. Yeah, do you want to use?
Wait,
do you want to use a
that's an
boon on that?
advantage. I'll roll again because I do have advantage. Okay. I'll go with the 27.
27, I think, is a hit, Robert. So you got your sneak attack there. So that's what's 24 sneak, 8 piercing, and 10 poison.
Yeah.
34, 42 points of damage. Robert, as you sink your dagger of venom in here now, you wrap one arm around the tail. You can see the stinger is swishing around, almost like it has its own eyes and it's aware of where you are. You wrap one hand around it, and almost like you're holding a snake by the neck. You can see now you just drive your dagger in, and the thing screeches. You press that button, and the venom just spews out from this magical dagger, and you can see now the thing begin to. It may be immune to its own poison, but it's not immune to, or it's not resistant to poison in general. As this thing begins to shake and shudder, and two of its legs go from under it, and it drops to the ground. And you can see now it turns around. It's looking around. It's I think it's gonna try and murder you, Robert.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not like I tried to murder it or anything.
Yeah. Look, you know. Is that it for Robert?
I just came to touch his tail and he overreacted. Yeah, that's it from me.
All right.
Very
Alright, so
quickly, Dave,
how are we doing?
Because the turn orders got mixed up because I forgot to do Derek. He actually missed his go. Will
Okay.
I roll for him quickly?
So where is he?
He's down
Very
south.
bottom.
But is he in the turn order?
He is, yeah,
Yes.
but because I didn't roll it until afterwards because I forgot about Derek. to be
So
honest.
should I reorder the turn order then?
If
And then
you
we'll
can.
yeah. Give me 1 second. I didn't realize that happened.
No, it's my fault.
That's all right. So Rixium, and where is Dara?
It'll be Dark's go now between
Yeah,
the
let's do it.
Scorpion
Cool,
and-
and then he can go again. Yeah, let's go. What's Derek gonna do?
He's going to move up to there as short as his little legs can
Yep.
take him, and he's going to do. What spell slots has he got left? Oh, fucking not a lot. Jesus, Derek. He's going to do. Is it level 2? It's level 2. It's not. It's level 3. Oh wait, he doesn't.
Is he gonna cast standing?
I did think about it to his person. No, he's going to do a guiding bolt level 2.
That's what referees do in like Dungeons and Dragons football. It's just like sending off.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Dude, what the fuck? So Derek just fucking underhanded and just lashes its fucking guiding bolt out, and it sails across. This is the one that Robert and Mazzelli were fighting?
No, he was going for the one next to Scales.
Okay, cool. It streaks across the battlefield through your straight through your spirit guardians, that maelstrom. It's almost like that spectral storm senses this other divine magic coming, parts to allow it to go through, and it hits this creature with a resounding crash. It screeches in pain. Let's see how much that. Oh my god.
So
How
that's
much damage?
31 points of damage,
Yeah.
plus the D100, which is a 6.
Okay, so 31 points of damage. Wow. Okay, so let's go for a 6. That's what have we got over here, my thing, for a 6. You feel it's imperative to press the advantage, but sorry, that's a spell attack.
This is a spell attack.
Yeah, it is a spell attack.
Yeah. No, sorry, yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
I was looking at the weapon attack.
Freudian
Okay, it's
slip.
the same thing. You feel it's imperative to press the advantage but maintain awareness of your surroundings. You can choose to gain advantage on your next attack roll against your target. Your target has advantage on their attack rolls against you. That seems fucking bullshit. But it is what it is. They're the rules. So even though it's a little, I mean, it's quite obviously not designed for the casting of a guiding bolt spell, but you can choose to get an advantage on your next. So you have an advantage on it, and it has advantage on you. It's kind of like reckless attack
Right, yeah. But on the next go against
on the next
that
go,
one,
but
yes.
everyone also has advantage on it because of
For the next shot, yeah.
yeah. Okay, well the next one that hits, Eryxium then is it?
Yes.
Eryxium, what are you doing?
Eryxium has been bolstered by the Ancestral Guardians. So he has advantage, but this Scorpion is glowing. The Ancestral Guardians, just to clarify, is a singular attack at advantage?
Your next attack ability
The
or
next.
saving throw.
Right, well
It's
then...
actually silvery scales.
Silvery scales.
Yeah.
Apologies, my mistake. Let's go for initiative 16 Scorpion, which is this feller in the middle.
That's cool, Eryxium. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Sure.
Teach me this is 18.
21.
Eryxium, you feel it itch inside your brain. And for a split second, you almost lost your concentration. You almost suffered what would normally be a disadvantage. But the heat of the battle and your zealousness, your zeal, allows you to manage to overcome this. But in the back of your mind, you hear, I just wanted to let you know I can do that. As you sense your ex-patron may have stepped up her involvement in this game. And it's around about this time as well. Scales.
Yes.
You feel in the middle of a combat, you feel that familiar tingling of a sending spell. Actually, which I don't think you've experienced before.
I think it wasn't a sending spell. Ren did talk in my head early on. I don't think that was sending though.
Different.
Yeah. So I've now felt this before.
And you hear, Scales, son. It's your dad. Me and Mum miss you so much. Valder tells us you've fallen in with some bad people. Don't forget we left a gift for you in your old house. It's a potion, Scales. You should drink it. Spell ends.
And because Scales is in his rage, I think he'll like shake his head like a dog shaking up the water. But like he did hear it. It's just he's
Yeah, it'll register at some other point.
Percolate.
Yeah. Erixium, is that it for you?
Rixium hasn't even gone yet.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I'm like too invested in the exposition here in the story. Sorry, I actually keep it on the comeback. Yeah.
Get after it. Now that the 5-headed hell bitch has gone back to her hole, he will take his first attack with advantage against Scorpion Initiative 16.
5-headed hell bitch is my rap name.
He really needs to get over it, like.
Honestly, Erixium, at this point, change your number.
You tried. So that was 7 points of damage.
Get this one here.
The middle one, addition of 16. This one.
This one here.
Yeah.
7 points of damage. Okay, yeah. Your longsword swings aside and cuts a deep gash in between two of these chitinous armor plates. Now they don't come off. We can see some sticky yellow and green liquid begin to just seep out from between those two plates. It screeches.
What should he do? He will.
It's looking in good shape.
Oh, that looks like it's the first scratch on its carapace.
Yeah, indeed.
With initiative 13 is advantage from the guiding bolt.
Doing sit-ups.
Yeah, he will. Rixium will leave this one to Scales, and he will swing again at the center.
Okay, rolled hit. This AC is 14.
15 for an additional 6.
Minus 6 again. You swing the blade back in a reverse arc. Again, it just chips away at that chitinous plate, just sort of searing and slicing the soft flesh beneath it. Again, it screeches, and you can see now more of this blood. What you think is blood. This green and yellow liquid just begin to just
Sure as I'll hope it's blood.
Stink out. Yeah, I mean, hit me again, Daddy.
Masochistic scorpions is not something I want, thank you.
No.
Oh,
Masochistic
Daddy.
Scorpion is my favorite Right Set Fred album, but okay. Moving on, that is Erixium. This Scorpion of the Night here is going to move to. It's actually going to use
Scorpion of the night. Oh no.
Scorpion of the Night. It's going to use a shove attack and try and shove Erixium into the square of death. So we're going to go strength here.
Well, as it's a Scorpion of the Night, it definitely has daddy issues.
Yeah, it does. That's a 12.
19.
19, unfortunately. Ugh, you feel it again, just shove up against you. That's my favorite Steely Dan album. You feel a shove up against you, and your feet kind of shove back in the sand, almost like anime song. You just like pull the shield up and you just press back, and this thing does not get any further. That's its action to do that. Mazzella, what are you up to?
So, this scorpion.
Did you take any damage from this scorpion?
Me? No.
Okay, cool.
So, I've got this scorpion. He's holding onto my hammer, and Robert's like stabbing it from the back. While it's distracted and flavor-wise, can I try and, while it's distracted, like literally just yank it and put do a spin, like a pirouette, and throw it onto the pit?
Okay, yeah, I'm here for that. So, I would say, right. So, what kind of mechanic can I come up with? It's performative, but I also think it's athletics. So,
I'd be happy to go with athletics because it's my maneuvering to get him.
Yeah, okay, let's do athletics. So just give me
Using its own strength against it because he's pushing and he's just kind of
I'm letting it
moving
go.
out of the way. And
okay.
Like,
Give me an
Toto.
athletics check.
Toto.
I'm gonna need to give this guy some sort of I'm gonna give him a dexterity check against that. I think that seems fair.
So the idea is, so I step to the side and spin him round as I pull him and flick him onto it, kind of thing.
Okay, cool. Now, before you roll,
Mm-hmm.
if you get a natural 1, there is a chance you might end up in there with him.
That's fair.
Okay?
That's very fair.
Okay.
Right. So what are you doing? I'm doing athletics. You're doing.
I'm waiting for you, my dude.
Is it not a 1?
It is a 1.
Shut up.
That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Now man, you can use the last inspo if you want.
No, I said
the
if
last
it was a
inspo
1,
is like
I
the
would
worst
take it.
D&D 80s movie.
I said if it was a 1, I would take it. And
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. If I'm going on it, but I'm at least making sure he's coming.
Okay, well, I mean, with a nat 1, I'm gonna give him a dex check. If he rolls a nat 1, he's on there with you, right?
Okay.
But I mean, a nat 1 on an athletics check does not denote a success.
Get on it and make sure he comes.
That's a 6.
This is getting to be very dirty.
So, unfortunately, I think he's going to end up there, and you're going to end up there, Mazzello. So, can I get DC 18? Did I say?
Is there any chance I land on the other one? Because I did this so disastrously.
Fucking roll me a luck check. Odds you land on the other one, and we'll half the damage, and evens you don't.
There's also Ren's telekinetic
I want
force
odds then, right?
Odds you land on odds is good, evens is bad. Tonight odds is good, evens is bad. Evens is bad. My friend, you were gonna land there, so can I get a DC 18 wisdom saving throws are your bag, dude. Come on.
I have a 17, but I do have one more boon, so why not?
Okay, so you're gonna take half of what is 8d10. That or 8.
See, that's just punishment for the last thing I did to you.
You take half, so 15 points. 15 points of necrotic
That's
damage.
easy.
That's not too bad.
I feel like this is one of those things that if you take enough damage point, it kills you, it just kills you though. It's not an issue.
Actually, I need to check that I don't have resistance to that. I'll do that in the meantime.
Oh, your armor does something necrotic, doesn't it?
Because I'm a life cleric, I'm pretty sure there's something to do with necrotic, but I'll look at that anyway while you carry on.
Okay, moving on.
Because that's everything for me anyway.
Scales, you're up. What are you doing?
So Scales is kind of going to move around this guy, so he's not moving out of their range to get to about here.
You would advantage on this guy because of guiding bolt regardless.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that works when he has a DC
Sorry,
save.
where were you, Scales?
I was
Right
here.
Okay.
So I've kind of just scooted around him from there to there to...
You are going to take an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Oh, okay.
Because you've moved out, and he's going to use his tail. And look, if you were a drummer, you would be having a row with this guy right now, as the sting gets you with a natural 20.
That
Shit.
does hit.
Okay, you've been absolutely Stuart Copeland here. Here we go. Oh, wow. That is 12 points of piercing, 13 points of piercing damage, which is half to 6.
Yep.
You're going to take 7 poison damage. I need you. The target is blinded for 1d3 hours. A successful DC 12 Constitution saving throw reduces damage by half and prevents the blindness if the target fails a saving throw by 5 or more. You're also paralyzed while poisoned. So I need a DC 12 con save. If you fail this, you're
DC 12
blind.
con.
You're blind for 1d3 hours.
If you fail this,
Okay.
you won't be watching him.
DC 12, come on. Is 17.
22 because of the aura.
Oh, 22.
Okay, cool. So you're going to take half of the poison damage, which was...
Was 7.
5. So we're down to 6. That's 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Total.
So I have to give myself back 3. Okay. Cool.
Now, just to remind you, I'm assuming they don't have sentinel, so you were still able to move it, just stab you.
I mean, well, they do now, Stephen. I'm only joking.
Where did I put scales? I have torch, but no scales.
There he is. Look, he's over here. Look. See him?
No, can you move him to my roll 20 does not like me today, so I think that's where I want him to be.
Can you see him now?
I can see him now, yeah.
Can you see me now?
So that line,
Oh no, failed the poison check IRL.
which is catching all 3 of them.
Are you going to do now, Hokta? Okay.
So it is a DC 14 saving throw, please.
Okay, so
All
we're going to
3.
go... This is in order of proximity, so 1, 2, 3. So here we go.
Do
Boop,
I
boop,
have
boop.
advantage on the first one or something, or do they have disadvantage to get out of the way? I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I mean, if you can find the rule, then throw it at me. But I don't know. off the top of my head.
It's more that I would have had advantage against the first one because of the something someone else did.
Wasn't
But
affected.
this is a
Oh no,
dex
it's not a
saving
roll
throw,
to hit.
so
This is just
yeah.
this is just a cone.
This is get out of the way. So
It's
DC
just a cone, bro. Yeah.
So failed, succeeded, and succeeded. Okay.
Okay, so fail is going to take how much damage?
So it is 4d6 and then halved.
I'm assuming
breath,
save
fucking-
is going closest to furthest away as in
Yes.
descending. Yeah.
So the first one closest to me takes the full 12. Then
Okay.
it is 6 and 6.
Minus 6. Oh.
First damage he's taken.
Mizelu, can I get a out of action perception check, please?
Can indeed. Natural 20 for a 28. Is that good enough?
It's gonna have to do, Mizelu. It's gonna have to do. As you lie on this thing and you feel now this necrotic energy just burn through you and sucking the moisture and the life out of you, you're resisting the worst of it. 6. When will that meme die? I don't know. It's whenever it does. You feel now, Mizelu, as you're lying on your back, you feel this pain and this necrotic energy just absorbing your life force. But as you roll around, you realize you can see through the cracks in this, what looks like a flagstone floor. It's almost like there's no mortar holding them together, and you can see down through. What you see 20, 30 feet down looks like a dragon's hoard of treasure. You see in particular a huge two-handed longsword. Sorry, two-handed greatsword. Sticking out of what looks like a pile of gold. You see what looks like a magical mace glistening with power. You see looks like a magical cloak. You see all sorts of wonderful goodies through these flagstones. But then scorpions, pincer snaps at you, you snap out of it, and you're back in the here and now. I just wanted to do that out of turn. Scales, anything else for you?
You're on mute.
Sorry, no, that's it for scales.
Scales,
Very
yeah.
quickly then.
Yeah.
As that's a natural 20,
Yeah.
do I see that this stuff is actually real?
It's gonna be unfortunately. I'm gonna say that's not possible with a nat 20. I get. What I will give you with the nat 20 is that it looks like somebody. It looks like a perfectly manufactured sort of stone pit, 20 by 20 or 25 by 25, and these flagstones are placed on top of them. You do see what look like these divine or anti-divine runes that are carved into the walls beneath these flagstones.
Purple worm would 100% shit the bed against the great worm.
That thing is much further away though.
Cool. Yeah, that's it.
This night scorpion here is going to try and shove Erexium into the sexy square with all of this stuff. So here we go. I'm gonna go strength. Zip zap skibbity bap. Ha 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 ha. No. 7.
Strength, basic strength.
Strength versus strength.
18.
18. This one does not manage to do anything. Moving on. This scorpion of the night here
It's restrained.
is yeah, it's restrained on the thing. It's immediately gonna have to make an DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
It is.
Start of its turn, or take 8d10 points of necrotic damage. Oh Jesus Christ! Ryan,
Plus-
would
plus
you
he
like
needs
to
to-
roll? Would you
He
like
needs
to
give
roll?
me a wisdom as well.
I will when it comes to your turn.
Oh yeah.
Could I get you to roll
That's when it
slash
starts
or
its turn, isn't it?
8d10? It's yeah, when it starts its turn there. Yes. So this is the night scorpion, not
47.
What? It's my spell. Damn it.
Sorry, what?
It was my spell that was holding it there, so I'd already rolled it when
Okay, well, would you like to roll?
54.
54, okay. Didn't matter, it had 34 hit points left anyway. Ren, would you like to describe how this creature dies being utterly and totally consumed by necrotic energy?
Okay, so basically, when Ren had initially picked this thing up, he swung it around by the tail, slammed it like back down onto the thing, and then like he moved the telepathic energy like all the while. He kind of has like his like 2 fingers up to his forehead, and then he's just pushing it down and down and down. So he's just trying to crush it, but then like he doesn't really even realize. But as he's pushing, it's just getting like more and more necrotic energy is like seeping its life energy out of it, and this thing just turns to dust in the telekinetic grip.
Love your work. Okay, so that's the end of that. So this thing is going to move. So this one here now is just going to make some attacks against Erexium. They're basic attacks. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Miss, critical miss.
Do you want to roll me a D100? You may as well, lads.
Sure, why not?
Poor Dave.
39.
39.
39.
Oh, it's spell attack, sorry. I was like, what the fuck, 39. You are able to critical fumble, sorry. As you attack your opponent, you begin to fear that they are the superior combatant.
I don't think it's a fear at this point. I think it's just fact.
Disadvantage on your next attack roll against your target. So it's just like Maury walks out with a fucking report and he goes, yeah, well, it turns out you are the inferior combatant. He's at disadvantage on his next attack against you. And that moves us back to Ren.
Okay, so Ren doesn't like that Mazelu is still standing on those flagstones. So, dropping the pile of dust, I'm going to move the telekinesis over, and Ren's just going to go, trust me here, and he's just going to pick Mazelu up and then take him off the flagstones.
Hey,
That's
Mazzelli,
amazing.
would Mazzelli like to make a saving throw, or are you going to go? Are you going to go with that?
He said to trust him, and at this point, I have no reason not to.
Okay,
So,
well, that's
I'm
nice.
just
That's a
gonna-
nice. I feel like we've all grown here. This is a nice moment.
I'm just going to sit
Okay.
him down on this square here.
Okay, you plop him
Yeah.
there. No problem.
That is it for me.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I did not want him taking another 8d10 points of necrotic, so that's all for me.
No.
So, if I can, he just hears a thank you And then under my breath, I'm like, that felt really weird.
Yeah, you kind of felt
Not a
like you were.
I feel like it's more Mazzelu's armor that Ren targets with it, so it's just the armor hoists up and Mazzelu's just gonna pull with
I'm
it.
gonna kind of override that, and it feels like every part of you was touched when you were picked up. It like
Especially the arse cheeks.
every single part of your body you felt was just like picked up by that spell. It's rather uncomfortable. But
Like
I
a
mean,
gentle
felt like-
caress or
I mean that's up to
The
Ren.
Bloodhound gang
I
are
will
on the
say,
way.
Ren did kind of drop him. Like, it wasn't, he didn't set him down really. He more so just kind of dropped him, like about 2 feet up. So like, bad for the knees.
Sorry, Carrick. I'm not asking how you dropped him. I'm asking how you picked him up.
gently with like a caressing idea or sort of just
I would like to plead the fifth here, guys.
Okay, no worries. Moving on. This Scorpion of the Night is going to. It starts its turn inside your fucking thing. So I do believe that needs to.
What's this one?
This fella here, yeah.
I would argue he's only half in, and we usually don't count that.
No, I thought we did squares though, right?
Do your order set the circle or square because it makes a difference.
But it's radius.
Square
so it
my
has to
own
be
circle, never like the house.
Yeah, but
go on.
the radius doesn't take grid into equation. It only goes in 5-foot cubes.
Yeah.
So if you have
okay,
it
so
set
he
to
is in it then.
square,
Okay.
Yeah, so I always change it to a square. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
sorry,
So that's,
bud.
him. So
18
that's a
points.
5, a 4, 18 points of damage. Now I love when people die in the middle of a fucking spiritual guardian. So how does this look?
Well, essentially, the Guardians are all looking at me like, what are you doing on the ground?
Yeah.
Turn round, and then just simultaneously, it's like a reverse Kaplunk, where they all put the
Yeah.
pins through him, and it's all their pikes just jabbing through this creature, and it's just like they're with all these pins out of him.
Could I also posit the theory that given that Mizalu was so intimately relocated, that they were also as well. And as this happens, there is a look of distinct surprise on the faces of the spirit guardians.
It's all the guardians. Like, it's like Ren
Like,
lifted an army.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Quite surprised.
Oh my. It's been a while. So that Scorpion Knight is gone. Darek, what are you doing?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. He wouldn't want to get too close, but he's going to go there. He's going to do another guiding bolt at that same one. Let me check he's got spell slots. He does indeed. So we're going to do another guiding bolt. Now this is going to be at advantage. So it's a 17 to hit
That will hit. Their AC is 14.
for 17 points of radiant damage.
Okay, sorry, which one was that?
Same one.
This one, initiative 13.
Okay, 17 points of damage.
Yes.
What does it look like when this creature meets its end?
So, knowing Derek, it'd be a case of the ravens swirl around him, and as they all get closer to this creature, as they fire out away from him, they start funneling into this tight point where it's just the crow's beak and just literally bars its way straight through its body.
Whoa, that's fucking epic. Okay, lovely. Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd say that'd be it for Derek.
Okay, Robert. We have 2 of these creatures left.
Double squares.
I love that noise you're doing.
Sorry, that's me thinking.
Yeah, I have a thing for repetitive noise. Just make me go post. Like that.
As he just did one there.
Yeah. I do them all the time myself. Yeah.
I'll get right up to there,
I'm immune to my own though.
and then I'll play into the scorpion.
Okay.
You're doing what into the scorpion?
I'll do hits, my
Playing into
friend.
them.
Oh, it's crazy. Keep that for your
No.
books.
Okay. It's where's Robert? Robert's moved to there. Okay, so roll to hit. Jesus Christ. 25 is 22 points of damage. So what does it look like when this first attack? Actually, your only attack hits. What are you using?
You don't know. I could bonus action attack with my other hand. You don't know what I'll do.
Yeah. We can only see you. We can only see your chin, Robert.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
My screen up.
There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you swing 22 points of damage. That was a silver dagger returning. But you were just using it as a stabby.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, cool. It shoots through, and you find a nice opening between the chinks of the armor, and then it just cracks in, and then there's a screech, turns to you, and it's gonna fuck you up in a second. Anything else you'd like to do?
Bonus action disengage.
All right, you're gonna move out of the fucking way. Cool. Rixian, what are you doing? Thanks for lurking, Kian.
Yeah, Arixium will swing on the same scorpion, the top one, initiative 10.
What's a 28 for 7 points of damage? Yeah, your blade swings across. Not as effective as you'd like, but it catches off the side of one of the armored chitinous plates, and it takes a chunk out of it, but it doesn't unsettle it from the fleshy from the fleshy shit below it.
Yep, need to melt the butter. Need to swing again.
No.
Yes.
What do we do? What do we do on a crit?
What are we doing?
Fucking smite on a crit.
We
Oh,
find a
God
fucking
damn
crit,
nice.
motherfuckers. Okay, so
So
we're gonna...
what was that about the last attack? Not doing as much as he was hoping.
When you're
for?
waiting for the last attack. Okay,
Finish him.
here we go.
There was mention earlier on this evening.
Already,
of
right.
Oceans of the Shadowfell. Would these creatures be in any way fiendish or undead?
Nope, but this little 25 by 25 area of Flagstone might be connected to the Shadowfell.
Ooh, teleportation. What? Right. Skadoosh.
20 thoughts happening. Holy fuck! So is that 25 doubled?
No, the 25 is automatically critoted because of a macro I have. Thanks for all 20.
Excellent. Good
Two
touch.
ones in there though, but we've got an 8 and 2 6s. So that will be a total of 40 points of damage to that scorpion.
Well, my friend, 40 points damage will bring it down to 9 hit points. What does it look like when it's gone from 40 to 9? Would you like would you like to describe any kind of like disfigurement or?
Oh, I think that
injuries?
protective carapace has just been completely cleanly cleaved off it, and now it looks like a buttered lobster tail just sizzling in a buffet.
So yeah, as the blade swings down, Arixium catches it right under the edge and the bottom of this carapace, and had it not been for the fucking this divine energy, it would have taken that one armored plate clean off. But it's because of this radiant explosion, it's almost like a series of dominoes now, but they're being exploded off the thing. And again, all you can see now from the top, the back of the head down to the tail, is just this long series of fleshy underbelly.
All we need now is somebody come over and salt base some chives on this bitch.
Anything else you'd like to do?
But no, there's only 2 things left, and they're both beside me, so everyone's okay.
Okay, this fella here is gonna. I mean, look, all he can do.
Right.
Yeah. Would you like to say something, Harry?
Is it? Yeah. Is it cry?
No.
No, that means
Brian's a free action, but my friend, he's going to try and shove you into that little bad boy there. Here's a strength check. That's a 16.
Respectable.
It's a 6,
Nice.
buddy.
Let's initiative or not.
Are you gonna take the last? Are you gonna take the last inspiration pot from your friends?
Do it.
I mean, he's got a personal inspiration as well, so you know.
You
Just put that there for
Stop
him.
one.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's just autograph. Like, yeah, skadoosh. 19.
Well done, sir. That's all it can do. We're back to fucking hate you guys. I love you guys. I hate you guys about. Moving on. No, I don't hate you guys at all. Mazzella, what have we got here? Standing there. Oh
I'm gonna
shit!
go
Just
there.
right through. Yeah.
And yeah, let's do something a bit naughty to him, shall we?
Naughty.
Very naughty. Do you know what? No, fuck it. I'm not gonna. Instead, on Eryxium, not that he needs it, I just tap him on the shoulder and say, "Good job," and I cast Death Ward on him.
I thought you already cast Death Ward on him.
Only lasts 8 hours.
I did it. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, not recently, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you feel that familiar tingly sensation, but also, you know, the sensation of validation and that little that kind of compliment from your brother means a lot.
Gets rid of
How
that
you-
smell of bitch.
Yeah, but also, I mean, look, you know what I mean. Like, you fucked up quite a bit, and he had to come and rescue you, and like you're both painfully aware of the fact that like you've caused trouble, you've made things quite difficult for your brother, and like those moments mean a lot.
Hey, ACDC is playing Highway to Hell, just waiting on me to kick into the chorus like fucking everyone.
Oh man,
knows.
we're like it doesn't matter if Eryxium stays alive till the end of this fucking thing. We're going full fucking Constantine on this. That moment where you
Face to
there's only one way out for you, and it's through the hot door.
we'll see
Hey
about
boys, I'm back.
Yep.
that. That's a good reference.
Yeah. Moving on. Scales.
Is going to very. Oh wait, wrong thing. He is
Barely?
going to. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. I kind of move in here to beside that guy, and he is going to. Is that guy going to give me advantage because he's been attacking Eryxium? Or am I?
You move to here.
No, I don't want to move to there. So I'm going to recklessly attack this guy.
Excellent.
And I'm going to attack him, boop bop, with my turtle mace.
Out comes the turtle mace.
Can I get a
I see
wisdom
what you're
save as
doing.
well, Dave?
22.
Oh, wisdom
22
save. Sorry, 1 second. So that happens at the start of its turn, right?
Yeah, but this is for the blue bugs that's on scales. I'm considering them hostile because they're covering the scales.
Fair. Okay. So I'm going to give him a wisdom saving throw.
Are you considering the ones in the ground hostile as well?
And they have
Until they stick on one of us, no.
they have a minus 10 in this.
I feel like that's just the immediate.
It's a minus 1. Okay, yes. They're going to take damage. Scales. They
Yes.
all sizzle off you.
Oh, okay. I'm again, Scales in the moment. He's very focused. He's not going to notice this until.
Hey, Cormac. Sorry for cutting across you. Our good friend Cormac is in chat.
So this guy is going to be hit with the turtle mace because I assume 22 will hit.
Oh, yes, it will. The race is 14.
So first of all, he is going to take 12 points of damage.
This one here.
Yes.
Okay, so its hit points are currently 9. What does it look like when the turtle mace strikes this thing?
Oh goddamn! I thought it
What's
was.
that? You just killed it. Don't sound
I
so
know!
disappointed.
But I wanted to use the push to push it into the thingy majigger. But
I
anyway.
mean, you still can.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say because he died, he automatically failed the DC 15 saving throw, and so he basically gets
does.
whacked back into.
It's whacked back, lands there, and you get
Fucking Happy Gilmore into
screeches
oblivion.
as it begins to just writhe and thrash in pain as this thing begins to just have its life sucked out of it. Oh, sorry.
Crash and Pain is my favorite Sepultura album.
You just got to shoot a McGavin.
Right, got a night to play for you in Dublin. The next song is Thrash and Pain.
And then
Right,
Scales
Scales.
will
You
use more
have
movement.
you have extra attack.
So he will move just one square over to put a bit of distance between him and Eryxium, and he's going to turtle mace this other dude. Boo. That is
That'll do it. That's an
21
11. It's
to
gonna.
hit.
Oh, 21,
No,
of course.
I'm at advantage.
Because you're recklessly attacking. That is a hit. What would you like to do?
Yes, for 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
11
Nice.
points of Demasha is going to get it from 77 to 66. Scale. Oh shit! Don't do that.
Okay,
Whoop.
and then I am going to expend the charge for Steam Cloud, and I will create a concentrated cloud of steam in a 5-foot radius around myself. So they must make a DC 15 con saving throw.
So it's like an aggressive spa weekend.
Yes.
That's a 9. Unfortunately, he's going to fail that saving throw. What happens to do it now?
So it takes another.
2d12. Why the fuck did I give that to you? Minus 10. Okay.
And it is now in a heavily obscured area until the end of my next turn.
Okay, no problem at all. Cool. Yes, you hit it. One crack and then the second crack, and then the turtle mace, almost as if the eyes on the front of this mace come to life. The jaw parts and steam spews out from this mace, and Scales. You can see now the scorpion begins to broil and just broil and cook inside its own. Hold on, she's very unhappy. Tough shit. Oh, yeah, don't go and get her. Only messing. Okay, because she cares too much. I know. Anyway, So as that happens, we're moving on. Top of the round. No, sorry, not top of the round. Ren, what are you doing?
Rinse and repeat. So can I get a strength check?
A little bit far away from the mic, buddy. What's up?
Oh, sorry. Can I get a contested strength check again? As I'm going to telekinesis harms this one as well.
Oh no! Strength check. Boop.
Hang on a
Here we
sec though. Can you see it?
Heavily obscured doesn't. I mean,
Heavily
it's a
obscured. That's a
5-foot
fair point.
radius. So like, I'd probably be able to see the edge of it. It's claw or something.
Yeah, I'll say because it's a 5-foot radius and they're large.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I was
large
going off. If
creatures.
not,
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna take a 7 there. That's a good point there, Ryan. But yeah, they are a little bit bigger.
So
So I'll take the 7.
Ren reaches in, grabs it by the claw, lifts it up, dumps it onto the tiles.
Okay. So
There's
I
no
need a
tiles
DC.
left. It's just bodies.
That was actually something I was about to say. That's the third large creature to be slammed down on the stones. Have they moved at all?
Stones? No, they haven't. All right, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit more. This guy drops down. A
Is it
little bit more
8d10 or
symmetrical.
10d8?
It's 8d10. So first off, I have to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 18.
You know, this was a bad gig gone wrong because it's the Stone Bozers.
Who's that? Oh, thanks for taking that out of my hands. 34 points of damage.
Yeah.
Minus 34. Again, this creature thrashes around in the ground. 77 to 66 air was in the revolution. I don't know what. Oh, I get you now.
Yeah.
As it thrashes around now, its tail just swishing from left to right, its claws and its mandibles screeching this high-pitched screech. It lands and you can see now the life being sucked out of it. Right? Anything else?
It's restrained there to the end of my next turn.
Lovely, Derek.
Why don't we just go for the same beautiful thing? 18 to hit,
That'll do it.
13 points of radiant damage.
Okay, it's gone from 22 to 9 points of damage as the guiding bolt shrieks through the air, lighting up the cavern around it, and casting these weird, eerie shadows as it travels. You can see it hits the creature, almost doesn't even register the pain because it's so racked with pain from the necrotic damage it's taking. From these flagstones, and it almost doesn't seem to notice. It just associates that pain with the damage it's currently taking. Anything else for Derek?
No, that's it.
Robert.
Don't be mean to this dig.
Well, she's a dope sometimes.
Jack, get him.
Term of endearment.
I would try something, but I actually can't see any of them anymore.
You have movement if you wish to move to a place where you can see them.
There's no light away from scales.
Ah,
so,
yeah. Shit, both being human.
I will pull up next to scales, and then I will ready an action to throw a silver dagger of returning at whatever I see. But I will first look at the specific wording of something so that I'll let you know.
First thing you see is Ren.
Hey.
I just want to see something.
This is my cleverest use of a spell yet. Don't kill me now.
Kicking ass, it's great use of the spell.
So, yeah.
Let's see if we can lift the stones after.
Yeah. I'll
Oh
have
no,
to...
I'm not doing it, Caleb.
I'm just readying my action. If I see a dude, I'll attack him.
The
Okay.
courier from Skyrim.
Alexium,
just
you're
runs
up.
into the thing.
So we have the smorgasbord of sizzling scorpions. One is still alive. Chuck it in the fucker bucket. 5, 10, 15. Swinging longsword plus 9.
Well, is that a 1? Is
Do
that
you
a
have
1?
advantage because I have this creature restrained?
Is that
Is
that the rule?
I think so. Let me check.
Let's look it up and make sure. You can't just like.
That's why I asked.
I get why. Well, look, I am the wrong. Conditions are they're my fucking kryptonite. I'm terrible with conditions.
Every single
Restrained-
time we have to look up
restrained
restrained and
disadvantage.
paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm shit
Restraint
with
is
conditions.
advantage.
Yeah,
What's that?
I have
Restrained
a
is
Restra-
advantage.
That's
It's,
great. We have
it's what
the
happens when you web
arbiter
someone.
of the arbiter of actions over here. That's absolutely fine. So restraint is advantage. So you get a hit with a 26 points of slashing damage. It has 9 hit points left. It's down to 3. Alexium, what are you doing? You're going to step in?
Oh yeah, he's gonna step in and sit down. No, he's gonna swing again. 28 for 9
And how does this
points
creature
of-
meet its end?
I mean, this is well, yeah. Let's turn this one into its sibling and slice the carapace off, exposing that back meat, and turn it into a lobster tail.
As you do that, you swing the blade down, and it cuts it from head to tail, split directly in half. And it's about that time you hear that familiar music fade down, and the game music fade up. As all of these creatures lie stone dead, but in their death and in their demise, you see them now beginning to just dry up and desiccate, and it's almost
Like a
as
blight
if-
spell, is it?
Yeah, and it's like these, and the longer you stand there and watch, the more you see them just wither and die and desiccate, and then you just look, and then there's nothing left but dust. What you like to do?
I still have
How's
another.
everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Everyone good?
I'm good.
You look like you've taken a nasty whack from whatever that thing does.
Yes, them stones are not pleasant.
Yeah. I kind of saw the corpses and then the fact that they were trying to push you onto the thing. I just assumed bad news. So
I'm just gonna get rid of them here, so you can all see what's going on.
By the way, and Mazelu will walk up towards Ren and hold out his hand to shake his
Ren
hand.
will reach out, but then it's like telekinesis. Shakes Mazzalu's hand with it.
That's dirty.
Less of the ass grab
that's-
next
that's
time. Okay?
worse.
No, like he does it by accident. Like it's like he reaches out and then the this is a
Yeah.
new spell to him. It's like and then he goes, oh wait, and then he doesn't drop concentration, but he kind of flicks it into
I was
the other
about to
hand.
say a telekinesis handshake is worse than if you shake someone's hands and they don't squeeze your hand back.
Mm.
or they just give you the finger.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
they
I hate
grab
that.
your fingers before you actually get a proper fucking handshake. This business.
No, he
I
starts.
fucking hate that.
He goes and he realizes that's what's about to happen, and then he kind of like shifts the telekinesis field and then shakes the hand properly.
And the telekinesis hand goes into a fist bump, and then you shake it awkwardly back.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But yeah, I've moved over to him to do that, and I shake his hand, and I just whisper to him, "Check the fuck off, Kate."
And I whisper to him, "Fuck off, Kate."
Yeah. Check the
Kate?
hole. Don't make it obvious.
What are you?
How
This game has been
are
very
the
Because, like, the
blue
thing-
insects reacting to being burnt off scales? Like every last one of them on the floor here aren't kind of gathering for an offensive, are they? Like, I can't help but fucking envision the scarabs from the mummy when they read.
We're not quite there yet. Don't worry, but it's coming down the line. Yeah, they've been burnt off scales, absolutely. But I mean, look,
There's not a revolution of blue
no,
insects
not yet.
gathering.
No.
Um,
Tiny little blue ant.
while Mazalu is shaking hands or whatever with Mazalu, Dave, now that Scales isn't raging and he is thinking about what he heard, did it sound like his dad? He'd know his dad's voice. Like in the sending spell, do you hear the tone of voice? Because you always do.
Yeah, you hear their voice.
Okay, did it sound like his dad?
Yeah.
But you know the sender, right? Part of the spell is that you know the sender.
I think they just have to be familiar with you.
Okay, because I've never experienced this spell before, so obviously Scales hadn't got a clue. But he's fairly certain that was his dad speaking in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, as that spell sort of in the heat of battle now, and now that you consider it Scales, you do remember the last words that he said was, "Where you can reply to this message."
Yeah, but how am I supposed to reply to this message?
I like how you can.
If it's
reply
still
to this.
active, that is actually literally what he will reply. Yeah, but how do I reply to this message?
Are you asking? Like, is this Scales asking, or is this?
This
phone?
would be This would be Scales. Like if the spell, the reply ability has lasted long enough for this.
Oh, it lasts until you reply.
Oh, then the message they get back is, and how am I supposed, how am I supposed to reply to this message?
Why are you calling it this ungodly hour?
And then you hear Scales. As you can see, the rest of the people are kind of walking around like hauling giant scorpions off the tiles there, and just kind of clearing the battlefield. You hear.
I would have hauled all the scorpions off telekinesis. I'm not letting anyone step
Grand,
close.
yeah. That's still, still applies. So you would have. You hear Valder's voice then. I had so hoped you would make better use of this reply. I gave your father a scroll. He left a gift for you, don't you know? In Somerton, in your house. A potion you should take. You are the dragon scorpion after all, aren't you? And he said the dragon's scorpion, not the dragon scorpion.
That's in dragon apostrophe S.
The dragon's scorpion.
Okay. The hell is a dragon scorpion? I'm not a scorpion. I'm a dragonborn.
Can I get...
Scale saying that out loud.
No, we.
Yeah, Scales,
Yeah.
like when he went to reply to this, he's saying it out loud. And I think when he finishes the I'm not I'm not a scorpion, I'm a dragonborn, he's probably gonna like raise his voice a little higher than he was and kind of go, Ren? And if Ren
Yeah.
doesn't respond, Scales will start to go over and he's gonna like tug on the back of your coat while you're concentrating on whatever you're concentrating.
He hasn't actually cast Detect Magic yet. He's probably still moving the scorpions at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, Ren will kind of like you'll hear and you'll be like, yes. As he has a scorpion like dangling midair, like above the party that he's about to dump in a pile.
You talked to my head once, and now my dad and then Valder just was talking in my head.
Oh, it's the first time? He does that a lot.
So it was him then.
Oh, it's definitely Balder. If it's, I wouldn't. I mean, can your dad cast magic?
No.
Then it's
But-
probably not your dad talking in your head. It's probably Balder doing a voice.
When I say no, you can clearly hear that I'm like,
Does Erixium hear you say this?
Ren saying it out loud.
Ren's all the way over there, so I'm guessing we've raised our voices enough to hear this.
Where do you stand? Are you shouting across the cavern, or are you together?
It's only like 40 feet actually. So yeah, Ren probably would have went a bit closer. He would have kind of walked around here.
Still holding the scorpion.
No, he's actually dropped the
Oh, he
scorpion.
dropped
He's now magnetoing himself. Like after that, because he doesn't want to step in any of the buds, so he just picked himself up, briefly set himself down, and then the spell is now dropped.
So when I initially called Ren and asked him the
Yeah,
first part of the
probably.
question, I think you probably would have heard it because I would have been calling over to Ren.
Yeah.
So
Ren's not being
Okay.
quiet either. So like,
Erixium, can I get a history check? Because this relates directly to a dream that you had a long time ago.
I get that feeling of deja vu.
18.
Okay. So I'm gonna re-narrate this dream that Erixium had. So give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that this is yeah, this is the one. Yeah, you've had this before. Okay, cool. So, Erixium, as you hear that, you are the dragon scorpion. As Scales utters those words out loud, you remember, you recall that dream you had. That dream you had. I think Steam remembers now. And I'm gonna bring you back to the dream you had. So, as you toss and turn in your bedroll, your mind drifts amidst the draconic imagery that has so dominated your recent years. A familiar voice draws you from your slumber, one from your past that fills you with dread yet drips with promise. As is often the case with your dreams, you find yourself floating above the camp, but your keen eye discerns that it is far better tended to than it was when you fought those undead horrors. There are one or two less graves as well. So you decide, I am in the past. Suddenly your essence is wrenched across the Sopherone night, south across the Vertex Crux, and down towards the coast. Wine country. Your consciousness settles in the great hall of a manor house, richly furnished and old. A ritual happening by the fireplace, two men in the presence of a powerful entity. A familiar entity. That pull again, and you're dragged beneath the large flagstones in the great hall, down and down, further down. You're pulled through rock and dirt and earth until you emerge in a large cavern richly decorated with draconic trappings and lavishly furnished. Several figures heavily robed stand around a large brazier, peering into it intently. You drift slowly over and hover above their shoulders, seeing now an image of the great hall you just left. Soon, one of them hisses from a low, heavy hood. Silence! The wolf arrives, led by the cub. The larger figure snaps. This one wears blue robes, different from the others, and more ornate. He is irrelevant for now, but will play his part in the end. The image in the brazier flares to life, revealing detail and hints of colour. A young man with red hair walks into the hall, full of the joys of youth and young love. By his side, a young lady stops in his tracks, stunned by the scene at the fireplace. In the cavern below, the figures leaning closer, riveted by the unfolding scene. The two men in the hall above, one far older than the other, react to the intrusion and speak to the young man, although you can't hear the words. Complete the ritual, the figure in the blue robes hisses. And with that, the older man in the chamber above crushes the skull of a wolf in the fireplace with a small hammer. Crack! In an instant, the young girl is turned to ash. Her companion, an expression of pure horror on his face, is lifted into the air by what are clearly arcane means. Silent words are exchanged and he drops to the ground. He looks around and stands up, grabs an antique polearm you now recognize as a glaive from above the door, and he flees the house, daring not to look back. Your vision snaps back into the cavern, and a young lady that has materialized on the altar at the far end of the chamber. Their robed figures rush over to examine her, but are held back by the figure in the blue robe. She awakens, eyes wide with terror. I am the dragon snake, the figure says. You are the dragon's wolf. It hisses, a hint of laughter creeping into its voice. You will be forged in fire, baptized in pain. You will be reborn. Never, she spits defiantly, never as a long, long time. I refuse to recognize my place in the order, my place in the war. Silence, punctuated by low sobs from the girl on the altar. The figure in the blue robe continues. Time and pain and truth forged me into what I am. You will walk that same path, and you will learn. Take her. They bark. The other robed figures drag the young girl away, kicking and screaming and biting. The figure in the blue robes looks across the cavern at the acolytes dragging the girl away. I am the dragon snake. You are the dragon's wolf. All that is left is the dragon scorpion. For an instant, Eryxium, you swear the figure in the blue robes locks eyes with you as you float to the side of it. And although the face is obscured by shadow, you do manage to make out the eyes. Eyes with a huge iris and vertical pupil like that of a snake or a dragon. And as you remember from this old dream, suddenly you're snatched from the chamber. Your essence shoots across the continent, back to the chill of the mountains where you awoke with a start, your breath before you in the air as you draw in ragged gasps of oxygen, the sweat on your body turning cold in the mountain climate. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Thanks.
What?
It's not a Jaden around here, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of a. He would.
And
walk
you definitely would.
500
Look, like
miles.
we miss our boy. He's got real life stuff going on. But I mean, you definitely would have recognized that young man as now that you know, like would like you that you know that was definitely Jaden.
Yeah, that scene was in Mithrasma's dungeon when he picked up Eryxium's.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just that
Oh,
that
Demetrius Tomb, you mean?
it's
Thousands,
yeah, the
yeah.
Nix's tomb. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. But it was just that mention of the dragon scorpion that would have cast your mind back to that dream.
Scorpion wolf. Snake.
Sounds like a cover of a metal album. Scorpions, wolves, snakes.
Sounds like Witcher
Welcome
houses.
to the
with the
80s.
Sounds to me like they're trying to make a chimera. Dragon chimera would be fucking terrifying.
We fucking are now. Thanks, dude. Look, I think it's a good place to call it. We love you all. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks everyone for being such amazing players and writing such fucking awesome backstories that I get to play with and dismember and then dissect and then just turn around into just this awesome stuff. We
Thank you
love
for
all.
guiding us.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure. This is the longest and most detailed campaign I've ever created, so I'm having as much fun as you are, hopefully. We will see you all on Tuesday for GM Carrick's Arcane Adventures in Andromedus. And I do believe Techno Mistress is playing in that one as well.
Yeah.
People die in this one.
Are we ready now?
Oh, shit. Who are we raiding? Who's on?
If we do /raid space roll forth.
What can you do that?
FORTH.
Well,
I
can
can't
Ryan-
do it.
Why not? Are you not a mod?
I am a mod, but I don't think it works.
Mods,
Hang on.
mods
think
you
mo-
need special permissions.
Oh, okay, so /raid.
Yeah.
Space roll ROLL FORTH.
Now you can see I'm doing that. There. Yeah.
/raid. Move your thing.
Roll forth.
Roll forward. Okay, just go.
Okay, let's see if this works.
We love you all in case this works.
We have to say go anyway, so we should be good.
What do you mean go? Is it working?
Like where she
Is this
should
thing
see
on?
on the top of her chat thing where it says like raid
No,
now.
It's not doing it.
Nothing.
Did she?
Can I do it? So
With us?
/roll. Sorry,
Raid.
/raid. Oh, hold on.
What?
It has to be on the Emerald Collective account.
No, it's
Oh,
so.
I'm not signed in as the Emerald Collector.
Well, there you go.
/raid space roll forth.
It's a comedy of errors.
Nick's just having a good laugh anyway.
Roll forward.
X is always having a good laugh.
Roll forward.
Go Stixless.
FORTH, yeah. There you go.
This is why
Be seeing you.
We love you all, and we will talk to you. Guys, tune in for Tuesday for Carrick's thing. We're learning stuff about technology. Well done, everyone.
We
We
definitely
love you
didn't
all.
unlearn
19
this at some
viewers are
point.
ready to go. Okay, I'm just going to click
So you
right
just
now.
need to be logged in with the right account, that's all.
No,
Yeah.
Dave did it from his account.
Oh, we're gone already. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, love you all. There we are, we're in.
Viva
Well done,
Blaine.
everyone. I'm glad I got to sort of bring that